Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 104. Joining me, as always, Steven Sims.
Happy anniversary.
Yay, 2-year anniversary. Yay.
Is it really?
This is our 2-year anniversary
episode.
episode.
I had no idea.
Yay.
Congratulations to us. And also joining us, as always, Daniel. Never really.
What's up, Connor? What's up, Sims? 2 years. Look at this. We haven't stopped. 2 years. Insane.
Guys, considering it's our 2-year anniversary, I want to remind the people to subscribe to us on youtube.com/nerdicgods. Also available on all audio platforms. Over there, click that subscribe button. Also click the like button.
Comment.
Much appreciate that. Yeah. Comment. Do whatever. Daniel will talk to you in the comments.
Yeah.
Take that for what you will, you know. If you dare go in there. Go ahead.
I don't know what that means.
Guys. Oh, go ahead, Sims.
For audio listeners, if you'd like to write in with a question, we have an email address, nerdicgods@gmail.com. Right, Dan?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you are listening on the audios, we get a few downloads on the audios as well. You know, if you've got a question, feel free just to drop a question in. Like, Steve, what do you look like? What's Daniel drinking? And what beanie is Connor wearing today?
I do like to change it up.
He does.
Yeah.
I do. Sometimes
I like this one.
It's a green one. Sometimes it's a gray
Yeah, I like
one.
this charcoal gray one.
That's
I like
really
this
all
one.
got. Maybe I'll get different colors, you know. Start, like pretty patties.
Sure. You should get the Power Ranger ones, and that way you could just, like, every episode be a different Power Ranger.
Maybe I'll start wearing headbands, sweatbands, you know?
Sick.
Whatever you call them. Yeah,
Definitely.
that'd be badass, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay,
Like, you tie it, like Cobra Kai.
I need to think of
Or
that.
Daniel-san.
I have a gi. Should I wear a gi?
You have a gi.
Oh yeah, I got
as well.
I got a gi.
That's awesome.
I'm all about that gi life.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
guys.
awesome.
Well, tune in next episode. Maybe I'll be wearing a gi. Maybe
Please
not.
wear the
We'll
gi.
see.
Please.
Maybe I'll wear the
Break the
gi. No t-shirt underneath it, so a little bit of chest hair pops out.
Of course.
For
Yeah,
the
man.
ladies.
Give me some of that
You know what I mean?
Daniel
Yeah.
LaRusso.
Yeah, I like that. All right, guys. It has been another busy week in the world
Crazy.
of video games.
Can we slow down?
No, there is no more.
There
is no more. There's just acquisitions left and fucking right nowadays.
My heart can't take this.
No,
It's too much.
It's just too. We're gonna get acquired soon.
Jesus.
You can't predict the future anymore. Please. Tencent, we're available. All right. Starting off then with our first news story. Sony is buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. The purchase of the acclaimed studio is being viewed as a partnership between PlayStation and Bungie to both collaborate on existing IP and create new experiences for PlayStation and Bungie. Bum, bum, bum. There it is.
There is a lot to this story.
Sony strikes back. Here it is.
No, don't say that, because it's not what this is.
You don't think Jim Ryan's sitting there in his chair like, do it?
No.
it.
There's a lot of wrinkles to this story.
Sure, I want to read Bungie's tweet as well.
Yeah.
Let's start off. Well, here, I kind of want to... We'll save the Destiny talk for later, so I'll read that tweet in a little bit. And the Bungie tweeted out, Bungie has limitless potential to unite friends around the world. We have found a partner in PlayStation that shares our dream and is committed to accelerating our creative vision of building generation-spanning entertainment. Our journey begins today. Dun, dun, dun. And then Herman Hulse pretty much just says the same thing.
Yeah, but he gets into more of the... I put his thing in
Yeah,
here.
there's a big Jim Ryan thing there, too.
The Jim Ryan...
the future of all this. I don't want to read a whole fucking page for you guys.
You don't need to read the whole thing, but I definitely want to talk about, especially what Jim Ryan had to say.
Sure. Is there a simple Jim Ryan tweet?
I have it in there. I have an article in there. You can kind of maybe like go through. I mean, to quickly summarize what he had to say, like, he basically said that they want to use the Bungie's technology for live service games and their experience to do more on their end. And I'll just hint at another story I put in here is that there was an earnings call of apparently they're working on 10 live service games, which is way too many. I just want to say that. But they're going to rely on Bungie to, I guess, guide them along, which is a very good studio to do that because they've really ushered in the live service era. Yeah, that's really what he says. They're going to remain multi-plat, apparently. It seemed like not even just Destiny. They really kind of made it seem like Bungie will remain independent and completely multi-plat, and that is actually not something I expected from Sony and from Jim Ryan to say.
No, you're right.
We all make
if you
a
told
joke,
me a
right?
week ago PlayStation bought Bungie, I would have been like, "Oh, everything's going exclusive." No way.
100%. We said that with pretty much, a lot of like, I mean, they actually have been way more active in general than Microsoft and Xbox has. They bought a lot of people last year, but like I did not expect them to say, "Hey, look." I mean, we still don't know what's the future for Bungie. We have no idea, but they say they will be multi-plat.
Yeah.
It seems to me that they're just filling in the holes that they've got. Like they're so good at what they do, as in the third person action adventure story written, like story driven game of like games that they have. God of
Narrative
War,
games.
Spider-Man, everything. Yeah, all them fantastic, like ridiculous amount of money they make selling these games. But they do lack in that. It's a genre that I don't care about, so I've never noticed, Sony don't have that first person shooter game that Xbox have with Halo. So it seems to me they've looked at their game plan at the beginning of the year, or beginning of the financial year, or the beginning of the PlayStation 5 life cycle, and gone, what do we want to do with the PS5? And they've looked at all their holes that they're missing, and they're missing that first person live service, basically, and instead of like building a team from the ground up, they've gone, let's just go and get the best team there is, and they've bought Bungie. And I know it's the first tweet I saw this tweet even before I saw they've acquired Bungie. It was like, bring it on, and I was like, fuck off, I don't need that energy. Like, and I respect this guy that tweeted out, and I don't mean it in a horrible, like, nasty way of I don't see it that way. I don't say, oh, let's acquire this to acquire that. It wasn't this deal wasn't done 2 weeks ago.
Sony doesn't see it that way.
Yeah, but
Sony,
exactly.
clearly.
But like Jim Ryan didn't look at Jim Ryan didn't get up in the morning, scroll on Twitter and go, fucking hell. Right, and then picks his phone and goes, "Oh, Bungie, what are you saying?" And Bungie like, "Oh, well, what's your price?" And then 2 weeks later, pen to paper, let's announce it. No, it doesn't work like that. This has been Sony's game plan for a long time, and we'd seen it all last year. Like, these teams that we don't really know, other than, oh god, the Returnal guys and the Blue Point, wasn't it?
Blue Point,
Housemarque, and then obviously
they acquired a few others.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nixis,
Firesprite. Yeah, but they're the guys that do things in the background that we probably wouldn't see, and now they're making all them little like weaknesses, and they're filling it with these strong with Bungie. Like, why not?
We've said that is their weakness. The entire time. Like, it's been their weakness is FPSs. And for me, personally, I've said this on the show plenty of times, the god of FPS to me is Bungie. Like, people think Call of Duty feels great or whatever. I think Destiny is the best feeling shooter ever made. And they have, to me, the best FPS studio, period, hands down.
I can account to that as well, because I played Destiny, a couple of years ago, and I couldn't get over how amazing it felt. And don't get me wrong, the gameplay loop didn't hook me and didn't keep me in, but I as soon as I shot that gun and picked that, the movement and the environment, like, it was incredible. And then what you give PlayStation all that knowledge, that's powerful.
It seems like they're going more for the live service knowledge than the FPS knowledge, personally. That's what it seems like they want.
And that's what scares me, because it seems to me now they're trying to go back to the days of Uncharted. Here's a bit of multiplayer, like, or here's Ghost of Tsushima. Like, obviously,
Last of Us.
Exactly, yeah, but The Last of Us was good. Like, I can't argue with that. Like, I really.
See, here's my thing with that is that people love the Ghost of Tsushima one. People
exactly
love
that being the exception.
If they want to spin off and go make like actual games off those two, because those were both kind of little side things that just were packaged in along the single player thing. It's kind of what it seems like they're doing. We see Insomniac's hiring for a multiplayer game, Sucker Punch's hiring for a multiplayer game, Naughty Dog's hiring for a multiplayer game. So if they're trying to use Bungie to kind of usher them along and try to build these multiplayer communities and build out how multiplayer is supposed to be, worked in these games, I think Bungie's probably the perfect studio to.
I mean, who revolutionized console multiplayer?
Exactly.
Bungie.
I mean, they took it over for 2 generations, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
Destiny wasn't a complete takeover, but it was massive last generation. And then the
Definitely.
generation before that was fucking Halo. You
Yeah.
know?
2 generations of Halo.
Yeah, if you need consultants on how to build a great multiplayer game for all these different studios, Bungie is the perfect team to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Imagine if Bungie made Halo Infinite right now. Like, there would be none of this, you gotta wait for your co-op. There'd be none of that.
I mean, I think that's a whole very complicated issue with 343 and like constantly restarting the project and just a lot of issues that they've had. But I found it weird. Like I've said this, I think sometime last year, that I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft ended up buying them back, right? Because they've been having a very good relationship with them, but I guess they don't need to. And I saw that Jeff Grubb recently tweeted right after this that apparently they were trying to shop them as well. It seemed like maybe Sony just overpaid them a little, because like 3.6, we really didn't talk about that number. For one studio, as large of a studio as Bungie is, 3.6 is a lot of billions of dollars to give to Bungie. Like
half of what Bethesda was.
That's half of that ZeniMax Bethesda deal, and that's how many that's like what, 8 studios? Like that's a lot of money to give to Bungie.
When you think of it, I guess it's not worth it when you add in Elder Scrolls and Fallout. But if you took those two IP away, it's almost but Doom doesn't like sell incredibly well,
Yeah, but Doom has a legacy.
Just in terms of sales wise and how much money these things make, Bungie makes a lot of fucking money, and it's probably damn near close to what all of Bethesda made.
I mean, Skyrim has made a lot.
Yeah, I know. Those are the two where I'm just like, okay, never mind on that. But
when you say, unfortunately, when you say 3.6 billion, it's not 69 billion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's not.
It's just pennies.
We're in a new era of
it's ridiculous
now.
Like we're just talking billions.
Throwing billions.
It's ridiculous. Billions. It's crazy. But I mean, the headline is bigger than what it says. Like Sony buys Bungie, but they don't buy Bungie. They buy all of that knowledge and talent and then put with the whoever's the guys behind Sony and the developers that they have from Insomniac, from Santa Monica, from all of these other studios, and you put them all together, you're gonna get a fantastic game in the next 7 years.
Yeah,
and then all their knowledge for Last of Us, for maybe the next Ghost of Tsushima will definitely have another multiplayer, probably a separate standalone one.
I wonder if it is going to be separate or it will be.
It's it's a fantastic move by Sony, and it doesn't scream like. This is just what I think Sony would love this to have just been like a normal acquisition, like Firesprite, but I think now because this would have happened if Xbox had not bought Activision. Do you know what I'm saying? This would have just been they bought Bungie. Fucking hell, they bought Bungie. But now you got the added context of they bought Bungie because Xbox bought Activision. No, it's just Sony's game plan. Sony have a board, they have a whiteboard in a big board meeting, and how are we going to make this PS5 sell more than anything else? How do we get people to play on this thing? Where are our weaknesses? And everyone points to the same hole. You got no first persons. You got no exclusive Destiny-like gameplay.
They really don't have a multiplayer,
nothing.
Right?
And fortunately for me, I couldn't give a toss. Like I'm happy with my God of Wars and my Spider-Mans. But for the average Joe who plays Call of Duty,
I think more people play multiplayer games.
They do. They're 100%
audience.
Yeah.
And that's where they want to go. I mean, 5 years ago we were talking is single player dead. So obviously,
100%.
Loads of people, but thousands more people than us don't. We like to shut our doors, put our headphones on, put the nice little shiny lights on, and we like to get engrossed in God of War.
I play multiplayer still. Not as much.
But. Exactly, but like we want to do that. We majority do that. None of us really get together. Maybe the odd occasion go, you fancy jumping into the Warzone, or you want to click some heads, or you want to do this. Exactly, we did, and we enjoyed that. But we don't do that because we're the type of gamers that want to get engrossed in story. Take it
new game.
Take it for take it the way we want to take it, and then we want to come on here and express ourselves. But for the average Joe that works, stupid hours and then comes back, just wants to like hook up with Jim, and he's like, "Yo, Jim, how's your day been?" He's like, "Oh man, it's been a bit shit." "Oh, you want to jump into the Warzone? Let's jump into the Warzone." And the PlayStation now have that place where they can go that nowhere else can go. I mean, not right now, but it's just another. For me, it's just another. I wasn't that excited. I was like, they bought Bungie just because the same reason they bought Firesprite, the same reason they bought Nixus.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have something to offer, and that they can use that experience, that knowledge, and put it towards something in the next 5 years we're gonna notice. It's just, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't like this whole like, oh, they bought them to buy them. Like it just I don't. It kind of I was tired as it is, but it was like 6 o'clock, and I don't need that negativity at 6 o'clock because obviously the whole internet goes on fire and it's like, oh, they bought this because they bought that, and obviously I'm trying to scream at the internet. It's like, it's not like that. They've just got a game plan and they're sticking to it.
I mean, you're going to see.
I'll take that negativity all day, though. You know,
you're going to see more acquisitions in general. Like everything is on the table. Everything is going to get scooped up. No, not yes. We could throw the other story in here a little bit. Is that Jim Ryan said that like basically there's more to come. I think he didn't really like say we are acquiring more studios, but he said there will be more to come.
And everyone's been hinting at that all week. Jeff Keighley tweeted out he's heard some big things that are in the final stages. So there's more coming soon.
Things are getting scooped up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see EA themselves buy more things because they were in talks to get Activision. So if they're looking to acquire, if they're looking to acquire, like I would not be shocked if EA's like maybe EA scoops up Ubisoft, right, or something like that. But yeah, PlayStation's going to look to acquire more. I'm sure there's some small studios. Maybe they'll acquire something big again. I don't know. I mean, this is the most they've ever spent.
Yeah,
at least in a while.
PlayStation aiming for things like this instead of buying whole publishers like Microsoft. I mean, obviously that'll be easier on the bank account, but I think that's just more what they'd probably be aiming for, you know? So I could definitely see your FromSofts, your CD Projekt Reds, your stuff like that.
Yeah, From's a weird studio. I don't know if they do acquire From, but From just seems
someone probably will eventually. Is what I'm saying.
I told you I would
not
see
even
Bandai,
necessarily PlayStation.
I would see Bandai acquiring them first, just because they have such a good history with Bandai. But
the only thing that really I think I'm joining the internet bandwagon as well. But like the only thing I really want to see acquired is a Konami. And now at this point, just because they've got like three of the biggest IPs in the world, and they're not doing anything with it. If Amazon came out tomorrow and said we bought Konami, I was like, thank fuck. Like hopefully Amazon could do something. I don't care where it goes, but like for you guys and for people that listening that loves Metal Gear Solid, I'm not even talking about Silent Hill, but like let's get you guys another
Castlevania.
But let's get them a Castlevania. I mean, but imagine, but like let's face it, like if Sony could buy Konami, like imagine like how happy the Sony ponies would be like.
That's just a huge undertaking because it's not like you're getting a bunch of development studios. You're kind of just getting a bunch of IP, and then you'd have to fish out those IP to your own studios, and which are already busy working on other projects.
Then pachinko machines would make you money, though, wouldn't they? If you bought it as an investment, and then you just get 3 IPs.
That's the thing, though. Are these companies sitting there like, oh, I want to get in the pachinko game, you know? And it's like,
I get what
not really. Yeah.
Daniel,
Konami's just a hard one. I think Konami should sell their IP. Fuck the studio, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you gonna say something, Sims?
Did you see Snow White Mike like that reply?
No, he likes my
reply. You like your reply.
Me and Snowbike.
Mike.
Me and Snowbike. I do want to add like a little wrinkle here. I guess you wanted to get more into Destiny, Connor.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about what this meant for Destiny overall.
Yeah,
there was a good little
I'll bridge that just a little bit. The wrinkle I want to add is this definitely feels weird, just the acquisition, because Bungie has made it a very big, or they've really wanted to hit the home that they want to be independent. They have hit home. As soon as they did Halo 3, they were independent. They split. After Halo 3, are you kidding me? And then they still made 2 more exclusive Halos. And then they did Destiny after. Like they have made it very clear for a very long time that they've wanted to be independent. They did that deal with Activision, but that was only a publishing deal. This still feels weird. I wonder if they really kind of strong-armed Sony a little and said, hey, maybe they pushed the independence and the multi-plat themselves with Destiny and whatever that NetEase game is going to be. I think they might have another game as well, new IP. But I'm just wondering if Bungie really kind of push that.
Yeah, being, more of a partner type thing. Yeah, I could see that because I don't know. I mean, PlayStation needed them too. Like, obviously, this wasn't a reaction to the Activision Blizzard thing, but it's a damn good answer, at least somewhat of an answer, because you do need multiplayer, especially if COD starts going exclusive. Like, you're gonna need multiplayer. You're gonna need big multiplayer things, and they need to be good. And,
it's very coincidental.
Yeah, extremely.
But logic says it can't be done in 2 weeks.
No, and it wasn't. I mean, it is just it's just funny because it's like Bungie is the company that pretty much made Xbox what it is. At least
it did.
It did.
There's no question.
From the start. Yeah. Then they bought them. It's just it's funny timing at the very least. But I did want to talk about the Destiny thing.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got this pulled up now. Yeah. So number one, they want to do one community, multi-platform. Destiny will stay on all current platforms and expand to new platforms. They'll be self-published still, and then same game everywhere. So that's pretty much just all saying that's all. Destiny's going to stay exactly the same, and everything's going to stay where it is, stuff like that. Are you happy with that then, Daniel? Is the only one that plays Destiny?
Yeah, I mean, the Witch Queen is coming, so I don't think that they could really say that it wouldn't, right? Even if their plan was later. But yeah, from all the messaging that's come out of this, it seems like that is what Bungie themselves is going to be. So I assume that NetEase game will also be multi-plat. And
yeah, they said all future products will also
exactly. So it's very interesting. I'm very curious of Sony's future and what they plan on doing. And especially if this is, not necessarily a reaction, but to try to help their future. Now they see what Microsoft is doing with their future. Like we could just be in a different world. Like we talked about the exclusivity of Diablo and in Overwatch or anything Blizzard, right? But if Jim Ryan also said that Sony themselves are looking to be multi-plat. I know that might just only be PC, but I don't know. Maybe we live in a world where God of War 10 might be everywhere. I don't know.
It might be possible.
It might just be living
soon enough. We could have whatever Spartacus is on Xbox, and then we could have Game Pass on PlayStation. You know what I mean? Making these consoles pretty much irrelevant at some point. And
that's basically what Jim Ryan said, right? He's like, we don't want to just look at our console. We want to kind of be everywhere, right? He did say that. I forget the exact.
That's
quote.
What it's going to be when we start streaming. These consoles are just going to become irrelevant. Especially when we do start getting dongles of just Game Passes on
or just a streaming
like
box,
or whatever. Really, or you can just stream it through your TV or whatever. When we're in that world, these consoles are going to slowly start just becoming irrelevant.
Yeah,
should be an interesting time for sure. Also, just on the Spartacus side, with this will be huge for Spartacus having Destiny. I assume Destiny will be on there day one, and then if it is a Game Pass structure, it'll be on there day one and then just continuously always be on there. And that will keep people, at least a certain amount of people, coming back month after month after month.
Yeah, I still think that I just don't know what that service is. I think that they need to get it. Go ahead.
You've got to think it's just a carbon copy. I mean, I know Sony are stupid and like they do stupid things and they don't do the things that normal people would sit there and think about. But it's got to just be tier 1 at least. There's just got to be here's all the games. Tier 2, here's some, tier 2 at least. Here's all the games. Tier 3, here's your backwards compatible. And you can also buy them. It's got to be something.
I don't know. I
say all the games. Do you include first party? Because I still don't.
Why not?
World
yeah.
First party there.
I at this point, when
I don't see it either.
When Xbox are behind cover and PlayStation got to be all right. Okay, if they're going to compete, they're going to compete. There's money to be had on the table as well. They look across the horizon and they go, "Oh, I'm shouting again." They look across the horizon and go, "Xbox are doing this Game Pass thing and they're selling 25 million subscribers. We want to be at that pie. Why not? Why not? Why not?"
Well, also in terms of just console sales, the Series consoles are nipping at PlayStation 5's heels, which kind of shocked me. They're only a few million behind. And if they just keep going and Xbox keeps, steamrolling, PlayStation kind of needs to keep going as well. So they need to kind of answer a good service with a good service. So I hope that they make a good service, but back compat took a long time for Xbox to get right, to emulate those consoles within the Xbox One right. It took them a very long time, a lot of technical know-how. They couldn't do it at the start of the gen. and we see where it is now. Like, I'm wondering how much like work has Sony done to this? Because if they're just kind of doing it, or they're just going to kind of stream it, like that's not a good answer to downloading everything, to being able to buy old Xbox original games. Like, yeah.
I still think their mindset with that is going to be, if we can get half the subscribers Game Pass has or something like that, they'll be happy enough, at least for now. At some point in the future, they're going to have to put their first party on there, and they're going to have to make it as good of a platform as Game Pass is. But
especially if it's going to be multi-plat for this service too, right?
Yeah.
They has to do.
At launch, I mean, there's no chance. It's not going to. There's going to be so many kinks and bugs to work out.
See. They could surprise me. This story surprised me in multiple ways. They could surprise me. I don't know.
I think at the very least, though, you'll get your back catalog of some really high quality PS4 and PS5 games. Maybe not even PS5 right away, and then you'll get Destiny 2 will be on there, and some other third party titles, and then that'll probably be it for like the first year, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do want to add as well. Destiny was on Game Pass. Everything was on Game Pass. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Does that show the start of the deal, or when?
That was in December, I think.
I mean, you want to be that early,
maybe November,
but like maybe.
I mean, it could have like been before, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll just kind of end it a little bit before Witch Queen comes out." It's kind of weird. I kind of wish they would have just kept it, or like done a new deal with them, But like.
Well, if they can't do another deal, if the pet, maybe they'd already signed them, like, and it was just kept really under wraps, and just like
could be
waiting for the time and place.
You would assume Microsoft would know, though. They can't say anything.
I just want to go back to what you said about Xbox catching up with PlayStation, and then from where I always I do this podcast, I've been thinking how, from the unique person that I am, I always try and think about average Joe, and Xbox, catching up to PlayStation makes a lot of sense to me, because like the way the world is, like everything, especially over here in the United Kingdom, like everything is going up because of COVID, and because obviously everything got shut down, and obviously all the money that we gave away, all the money that you gave away, they have to remake that. I'm not going into that, but you know what I'm saying. Everything's going up, so people are trying to get the best bang for the buck, and obviously they look at the PlayStation side of things and they look at the Xbox side of things, and they go, well, if I can get all these quality games on the Xbox, and obviously Xbox are always in your face about it as well. Everywhere you go, there's a poster, there's in a game shop, you turn the internet off, Game Pass, get all these games for $1 for a month or whatever. People are going to go for the Xbox. And even with the Series S, like they're going to buy that Series S, buy a Games Pass, and they're going to get, and it's so much cheaper and so much more. The Series S as well, like you can pick them up off the shelves nowadays, like. People are going to go for that side of things because it's just a better deal. Like, I mean, me and Natalie we were looking into or pre-ordering Horizon, and we got like £90 on a gift card. And we're like, well, we can get about 2 games, can't we? And then the realization hit was like, no, like this game is £70. Like,
first party is $70.
£70. And then you look at Dying Light, and I can pick that up for about 50, 60.
Yeah, it's a standard price, right?
So it's just. You look at the way PlayStation's. I mean, obviously they want to make they plan for this PlayStation 5 malarkey years ago, and obviously then it's come out. COVID's there. I think they have to look at their strategy now and go, we need to kind of like pivot and maybe go into this games as a service thing, because the way the world is at the moment, which is going to be for the next 4 or 5 years until we we get used to the virus, and then. We try and remake all this money back for every country in the world, but Sony have to, if they want to sell to a customer who's struggling for money, because we're struggling for money at the end of the day. I'm trying to think of where I'm trying to get to at this point, but you know what I'm trying to say though, like they have to go into that market that Xbox is, because Xbox is selling these consoles for a reason. Because they're pretty much on par when it comes to power. They're both 4K 60, and they both do the same thing. They're just one's white, one's black, one's Sony, one's Microsoft. But Microsoft have that better deal. Come and play all the games for $1 for a month, and then obviously they get you at £10 a month. But £10 a month is a fucking steal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. It's just, I'm rambling out obviously, but PlayStation have to look that this Spartacus has to be another it has to be something that people can get behind and go, that's a good deal. They have to come out with a good cheap $3.99 for the first month, £10, and then £13 for the rest of the month.
Yeah, price is a very interesting.
Yeah,
Like, what are they going to price? If they don't price it right as well, like, say it is kind of a very good service, but if it's not priced right, if it is too expensive, like, say it's even, I don't know, hypothetically $30, right? It's like double what Ultimate is. Game Pass Ultimate, like that's I don't think even a good look.
Crushed. There's no way.
Like that's not. I'm just saying. That was a hypothetical price, right?
Well, we know we're having tiers with this, or apparently
Yeah,
that's a rumor.
yeah.
So
Say
I don't
like
know how much would each tier cost?
Or what if in my hypothetical, it's not. It's just the service, and it's $30. But like they do still put first party. Maybe for us, we'd be okay with that because that's still like a pretty good deal. But like that's a lot of
You're only
money.
getting 3 first party games at most. You know?
Yeah.
I guess 4 if you're counting like MLB and shit like that too. But I don't know, 4 a year for $30 a month, that wouldn't be worth it at all.
It's just like I'm just hypothetical question, like that's just like what is that price going to be? I think that's very crucial. And like you're right, Sims, they're charging very high premium for their first party games right now. They're charging a lot for upgrading to current gen updates. Like they're doing what, $10 an update for every game? Like it's a lot of money.
$10, yeah.
It's a lot of money just for an upgrade.
Yeah, it's all very interesting, I can't wait for this Spartacus to actually be announced and find out what it actually is and stuff like that. And we'll finally get some more answers here. Big things happening, guys. Big things.
More acquisitions will be happening. We will be talking about acquisitions this entire year. It's going to be acquisitions and NFTs will be the whole year. That's all we're going to hear.
I'm so glad
I'm already sick of hearing both of those stories. I don't want to see another acquisition. I don't want to see the word NFT anywhere. Period. I hate myself for bringing it up. Okay.
On the NFT thing though. Like I've started to get. I've subscribed to the notifications on Twitter from Nibelian. So Nibelian gives you all the nitty gritty details.
Oh, everything. Yeah.
And when Team 17 did that whole like Worms NFT things, I've never been so disappointed in all my entire life. Like I was just like, oh no,
I love
not
Worms.
you guys. No, but Worms is just Team 17 is such a nice company. Like I went down when I went to EGX and I met all the guys and like they were so lovely and they were just nice, kind people and. I was like, obviously, it's always at the top, and it's never them guys. But anyway, yeah, NFTs, man. I don't understand NFTs, and I think the people that scream and shout about NFTs being a bad thing, they don't really understand NFTs either. They just want to be a part of that conversation. And at the end of the day, no, not you. The fuck are the majority of the internet? They're just
well, of course, they don't understand anything.
At the end of the day, NFTs are bad. All right, and let's not talk about them anymore. No more NFTs.
Anytime you continued it.
No NFTs on the Nerdic Gods from this moment. All right, this is our 2-year anniversary. Let's make a pact, guys. Connor, Daniel, move in. Oh, come on.
Yeah, hang on. Before we make this pack, I just want you guys to know over on the MMA side, we have purchased multiple NFTs.
Oh, we haven't. I've made sure. I've canceled.
I'm just saying, me and Salone are over there. We're all about it.
It didn't go through because I canceled the card. Actually.
Oh, you canceled the card?
I canceled the card. Yeah.
But I think we can all. I think we could all seriously make a pact and say we're not going to talk about NFTs on the show. They're bad. End of story.
I mean, unless there's like an important news story involved, sure. We ain't got no choice. No choice, Sims.
No choice.
With these. So during its earnings call, Sony also confirmed it's planning to launch 10 live service games by March 2026. What do we think of this? I know we kind of touched on it a little bit, but do we think this is a big part of why Bungie was brought in to help usher in whatever these 10 games are? Who knows what they are? I also question, like, what are we considering a live service game here? Is like every multiplayer game a live service game? Like, do we consider Halo a live service game? Because technically there's stuff coming. Somewhat. Yeah, so do we consider Dying Light 2 a live service game?
The first one was iffy, right? I feel like we've kind of like moved terms to like.
When I think of live service, I think of Destiny,
Yes, 100%.
And it's like, you guys aren't making 10 Destiny-like games,
I feel like it's a skewed term now. I feel like it's.
I feel like it just applies to every multiplayer game that gets updates.
That was what I was gonna say. I feel like instead of like, oh, it's a service, it's more of like, oh, it's more multiplayer leaning. Like I feel like the first one that's gonna come out ish is Gran Turismo 7, and that's going to have a tail, and it's going to have service.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, are we if we're considering that live
Gran
service,
Turismo 7
this doesn't really worry me. I mean,
no,
I don't like this sentence. It seems very much like
neither.
this was the thing that was said to the people on this earnings call just to keep them happy. Like, we got 10 live service games coming. They're going to make us a shit ton of money. And it's like, okay, cool. But I don't know. I saw a lot of panic when this was said. I don't necessarily start to panic. I won't start to panic with PlayStation until I lose my first party single player open world story driven games.
No, it just seems too much, personally. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're going to try to stick with their niches, right? Like Destiny is its niche, like Gran Turismo, also very niche thing. If they can keep doing that, you know, but like you do not want a bunch of overlap, right? Like that's not. Like I could even see
like not all of these are going to work either. Like I'm sure they consider Destruction All-Stars a fucking live service
100%.
Game, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like 5 of these are probably going to be like that, and they'll be dead within a week, you know?
I mean, they don't want that. They definitely don't want that.
That's what'll happen, though.
I mean, so there's only so much room. See, even just saying it, even if it is just Gran Turismo 7, even just saying 10 live service games, that's too much. It's too many. You're not even forgetting about like Warzone and Fortnite and Apex, like the other third party live service games. Like there's just only so much room and so many players. Gaming is only getting bigger, but there is only so much room for people to keep coming back to the same game.
That's why we see these multiplayers come out and just die right away.
Yeah.
Right? Like how many people are playing Rainbow Six right now, you know?
Hyperscape just died.
It's already dead.
No, probably Siege
Hyperscape didn't die. Hyperscape got taken back. And we're like, no, please. Just got dug out. Hyperscape was... But no, you're right. This live service malarkey. A live service to me is a game that gets updated regularly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's just it for me. Like, you're right. Gran Turismo. Oh, they'll update that with some tracks, some new cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
They'll update the leaderboards, give you a new challenge every week. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Something like that, little stuff like that. That's a live service game. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Division because
in that service they'll have to compete with Horizon 5, and I think that'd be tough.
Of course, yeah. I mean, like Horizon 5's always got something new going on in the background.
Yeah.
But like a Division, like that's hard to keep on top of because like it's hard to make content for that. You need a raid every month, and that requires development. And then obviously, if they're halfway through the raid, halfway through creating the raid, and then they've seen the numbers half, then their incentive goes. So what's the point in doing this? But then they have to sprinkle in little bits of content every week, something new for everyone to do, so they get to the raid and then they stick around. But if they haven't got that, you know, let's say a little team to make the little stuff for the big team to make the raids, they don't reach the finish line, and then they start losing audience as they go. Look at like Halo started to teeter off into it because there's only so much going on. So at the moment, am I right in saying that? Like,
I guess it does seem like there's still a good amount of players for Halo.
Of course, yeah. But Halo's always going to have players. I mean, look, they're playing Master Chief. I mean, there was people on the Halo 3 servers right in the end, like right to the bitter end. Like,
wait till that
fucking comment.
Ride or die.
I mean, a live service game is a live service game at the end of the day. Like, it could be anything. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get 10 Divisions, 10 Destinies, 10... What else we got? I mean, Overwatch.
You got the Battle Royales, right? Fortnite, Apex.
Yeah, Overwatch.
Do they consider MLB one? You know, like that gets updated constantly too.
You're right. Yeah, like sports-ish titles.
Yeah, those are a little so much like, what are you guys considering?
Yeah, those are a little weird because they're yearly still. Like it gets a little muddy there. But yeah, you're right. They I guess they'll clarify as time goes.
Really. Yeah, they're gonna. Again, this just seems very much like an earnings call. We're just telling you guys this.
It seems on surface too much. That's my quick.
It does sound like a lot, but the way we just broke it down, it's like if they're considering MLB and Gran Turismo 1, you know, it's like we're gonna get at least 4 MLB games in that amount of time. And then the Gran Turismo
every year,
half of it right there. That's 5.
Yeah, every year, and then Gran Turismo maybe 1 more by that time.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they expand more on what they mean with that in the future. And then speaking of MLB The Show 22 has officially been revealed and will launch later this year on April 4th. This year's installment will once again be released on Game Pass day and date. And the game will also be getting a Nintendo Switch version for the first time in the series. the game will have crossplay with all platforms.
I added that. I saw that you didn't have that in
That's
there.
really cool, actually.
Yes. I wonder what that Switch version is going to be. Very interesting. It's really cool.
I know. I can't wait to see how that runs.
It feels like in a weird way, MLB's like getting in there and like telling Sony it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
We want the game.
I think the Switch version is gonna fucking kill it, especially over in Japan.
I'd be curious.
They love baseball and they don't have a dedicated baseball game.
They do love baseball.
Their handhelds in Japan so much that I think that unless it's bad,
they got to get it right.
It's a bad port, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll downgrade the Switch version a shit ton, like they used to with the Wii games when they put out like Call of Duty on Wii and stuff like that. It was just a completely downgraded version. I could see that happening for MLB here, but I don't really know. But anyways, yeah, MLB The Show 22 coming to Game Pass once again.
Yeah, I would say coming to Game Pass again, which is really cool. It's great. Like
that makes a lot of sense how successful it was last year.
I think it was super successful, and it was in the top. It was a number 10 for best selling of the year. Like that shows you, or number 8. Like that shows you, like
probably be higher if the Switch version's good.
This year, it's going to be
how high
maybe
that Switch version.
Potentially top 5 selling. That's insane.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Insane. Good for them. Like good for Sony San Diego. Like good for that team. They're finally they were always like that gem that were on PlayStation, and now it seems like they're just selling more and more.
It's always been like real high quality too, from what I understand. Like you never hear anyone that plays these games really complaining about them, like people 100%. Do with Madden,
Yeah. So good for them. Good for Sony San Diego.
Sims, I know how much you love American baseball.
It's always been something that I've always wanted to get into. They always make it too like complicated, like the mechanics to like just let me hit the ball on let me hit that ball, aim it with the direction of the stick, and obviously make the timing of the swing a bit complicated. But they don't.
Go play Super Mega Baseball.
Oh,
that's like that arcadey game.
But why can't? Yeah, why does it have to be so like complicated? But that's besides the point. The Switch thing is the most interesting part of the story because like I remember playing WWE SmackDown vs Raw on the PSP 2006. I think I used to like play SmackDown vs Raw 2006 on the bus. I used to go home, plug my PSP into my PS2 and transfer my save over, and I just continue the wrestling story over there. And it was the greatest time of my life. Just go back a couple of years ago, FIFA 16, 17, 18 on Nintendo Switch. And I remember playing FIFA on Nintendo Switch for hours. I used to get the bus every day. I just take my Switch with me. I have a couple of goals on the bus, a couple of games on the bus, score some bangers. Trying to contain yourself after scoring a scream on a bus. It's hard work. You don't understand. I'm like old lady on the bus. I'm like, yo, you want to see this banger? And she'd be like, no, dear, I do not. And I'm like, right, okay. But I think
corner kick.
The secret sauce of any sports video game is get it on a fucking handheld. Like, get Madden, get FIFA. I know FIFA's not the greatest port, obviously with the Nintendo Switch like limitations, but I know they set it at discount price now. But like, I think that's such a good like little thing to have. Like, if you have a handheld console, you're on a bus, you're on a commute. Take FIFA, take your Madden, take your MLB, whatever game you want to play. Like, especially for people that don't normally play video games that play FIFA, buy them a Switch, buy them FIFA. They're happy. Like, I love FIFA on the Switch. Absolutely loved it. Ran over.
Imagine how cool that could be too if you're sitting at home, you're playing MLB on your PS5, and then you pick it up and with that crossplay and play it on your Switch. When you gotta go.
Exactly what you want.
I don't know if
it'll that's cross
work like that.
So, but that's cross save. I don't know if cross saves.
So could you like save it, turn off the PS5 version, then pick it up again on your Switch?
Don't know if cross saves a thing. I'm saying cross play. You could play a first person versus an Xbox.
Oh, okay.
But cross save would be fucking dope. Cross save.
Add cross save to that, and then you got something really cool on your hands.
Yes. Cross play I think is a little more important, but like cross save is really cool.
All they need is an MLB account, don't they?
Or some sort of thing.
I think most companies have actually sorted it out. Like Destiny sorted it out. I think who else got?
Call of Duty and Activision, they have a very good way to do that.
Yeah. It's exciting.
That's something else Bungie could help them out with, maybe.
Sure. Definitely.
Continuing on then with some more PlayStation news. Ghostwire Tokyo is getting a showcase today.
Yeah, Thursday, if you're listening to it later.
I think it's like right now.
No, I think it's later. Yeah.
Okay. Same time as Gran Turismo.
The game also got a release date of March 25th, 2022. A bit sooner than I think anyone really expected.
There were rumors in like that.
Yeah, I read this
game
rumor
might be quicker.
Like a while ago that is on this date. So
I think I remember seeing Mr. Maddie Plays say that like this game might come out and be come out quicker than anyone is actually expecting. Which like the rumor was supposed to come out last year, so I feel like they've almost probably been done.
I think we were all assuming last October, and then it got delayed.
Yeah.
I have a theory on this, like that's been like noggin around the old noggin.
So give me a Sims theory.
So my theory is this game is coming out quicker than we anticipated because they've run out of time on it, and the deal is edging closer because I think the exclusivity is not long, is it? I think definitely. I think we'll be seeing definitely
a year.
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
but like as soon as that Bethesda deal got sorted, I'm sure there was right. You get it for a year and that's it. Okay, we will honor this for a year, and Sony didn't have a foot to stand on because they were like, we'll honor it, but we're in charge now. So my idea, I think we're going to get a poor product. I don't think it's going to look good tonight. It didn't look good last time I saw it. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm not trying to shit on anyone's game.
I hope you're wrong. I hope it's
so
good
do
for
I.
the team.
100%.
The team,
but
I think needs a win.
I do think they're churning this out quicker than they want to, and I think that the publisher has gone. You need to get this out now because we want to get this on honor their deal, and then we can get it all over to Xbox. Unfortunately, you've run out of time. I know they had some really bad development hell. They had that lady leave, didn't they, due to poor
Ikumi Nakamura.
Yeah,
and then
I think she fell pregnant and they didn't like it or something.
I think she was also sick or something. Cool. And then Shinji Mikami stepped back in to finish directing.
So in my head, they've been told you've got 25th of March, get this shit done. So I think we'll see it tonight. Hopefully it looks decent, and then hopefully it comes out on the 25th and it plays well and it's received well. But for me, in my head, I think this is way too quick. I just think this is just it is what it is. That deal is looming, and I think by September we'll be getting a fancy Deathloop trailer. Games Pass, September the 14th. There you go. The deal's done, and that's where I stand on it. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the game is received really well. There you go.
Yeah, I hope it does too.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Mass Effect Andromeda vibes out of this in terms of like we haven't seen much of this game at all, and then all of a sudden you guys come out and you got a release date and it's like 6 weeks from now. That's exactly what happened in Mass Effect Andromeda, and there was a reason they didn't show much of that game because it was bad, and that's probably what's going on here. I hope
they also just had technical issues.
Yeah, I hope that's not what's going on here, but that's the vibes I'm getting. And I don't know, this game didn't look good. I don't think it.
I think it looked fine.
I guess I don't know. We've only seen such like short snippets of gameplay out of these trailers from it, and then
I hope this is
story concept stuff. So
big chunk today.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have to be right. They're calling it a fucking showcase. So
yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in this game.
For my theory, they'd not announced it. This was kind of just found.
It was leaked, and then they announced it.
This wasn't PlayStation blogged, was it?
It was. They did an official announcement after it was leaked.
I don't know.
I think it was Nibel again. Shout out to Nibel.
Yeah,
constantly leaked, doing everything.
If you need to know information, you get that Twitter notifications and you click that bell because my phone is constantly popping.
Nibel's great. And then it got announced after the leak. So. But yeah, I hope it's good. I think this team is just a very good studio. Some people don't like the Evil Within games, but like they're very high quality games. They definitely need some recognition. So I hope that this game is like, oh wow, I didn't know they could do this, right? Like an FPS weird game. Shinji Mikami's a legend in video games. I hope that he can nail one out of the park, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Also, maybe just spring even more busy. That March 25th is fucking packed now.
There's like 3 big games in March, right? You got Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, you have Kirby, The Forgotten City, and this. Am I missing anything?
No, that's it. And Daniel, those are all the same day.
No, they're not.
All 3 of those are the same day. All 3 of those are March 25th.
No way.
Yeah. Just ruined Daniel's
I'm gonna go die. Let me go die, please.
Week after that is
oh no,
Walker Saga.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're getting another what?
Day. It's like that November
2017.
Yeah.
It was Odyssey,
whatever day that was.
Origins, and
Wolfenstein.
Oh my
that was a good
god.
Day,
it was a good day. I'm gonna die. You're killing me.
I
After
just
this
like
acquisition. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
I must hope Ghostwire's fucking bad now. That way I don't gotta pick it up. Anyways, moving on.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
I won't play Kirby though. I'm still
I
gonna
do
play
too.
Kirby. All right. Next up, where are we? Supermassive Games has trademarked 5 more Dark Picture titles. Back in 2018, the studio inked a deal with Bandai Namco to publish 8 games, the 4th of which is coming out later this year. And I forget what the title was on that one.
Which one?
The new one? The one this year?
Oh, the new one is
The Devil in Me?
The Devil in Me.
come out?
Yeah. No, it's The Devil in Me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess these 5 are like season 2, right? Because they called it season 1.
Technically it's supposed to. I mean, we don't even know. Maybe these are just trademark titles and they're not planning on actually using any of these, but
Sure.
yeah, who knows? Also, it is an 8-game contract with Bandai Namco, and these are 5 more. So that would be 9 in all. So I guess one of them ain't becoming a thing unless they continue with the deal with Bandai.
Or they redid and like, oh, we got 5 ideas. Let's just do 9 or something.
Yeah, these sound cool though. Guys, I want you each to pick one, pitch a plot, and then tell me an actor or actress that'll be in it.
Okay, let me pull them up. Let me pull it up here.
Daniel, you go first. You get one. Pick one.
Oh man, I would prefer if you picked one for me and then
I'll pick one for you. Daniel, you get the Dark Pictures Winterfold.
That's the one I was looking at. Okay, Winterfold.
What's it about, Daniel?
So it's about it stars Emilia Clarke. Okay.
Ooh.
And she
is that a Game of Thrones reference?
And she has a pet dragon. And it's an ice dragon, right? Right? An ice dragon.
Okay.
And you have to invade her castle to get this document. And the document is called Winterfold.
Okay.
Because that's the name of her castle. It's Castle Winterfold.
And it's like a horror dragon story?
Yes.
That's badass.
Instead of like little creatures following you, it's a looming ice dragon that follows you.
Ooh. I love this. This sounds like a good game.
There you go.
Sims, pitch me a plot to Dark Pictures Oh Death.
Okay.
It's just called Oh Death.
I need you to set the scene, right? So,
okay.
Zac Efron stars in this video game.
Ooh.
He is the jock at a high school.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Obviously. Okay. All right. So
obvious.
It's summertime. They're all about to go. They're going to this shack that Uncle Johnny has like said you can use the shack. So he's like, "Oh, hey, buddies, come to my shack." And they're like, "Yeah, shack." So they get on a big bus. And what they do is, as they're in the bus, they hit somebody. And what they do is, "Oh no, we've hit someone." And then Zac Efron's like, "I don't give a shit, just leave him, man, blah, blah, blah." And they get in the shack. And then everyone starts to get fucked up.
Is this like I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Never heard of it. Next.
Okay.
No idea what you're talking about.
You never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer?
No, I haven't.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
That's not a real thing.
Okay.
That was an original idea.
That was great, honestly.
Zac Efron.
Can we get all High School Musical cast in one of these?
100%.
And then bring them together?
100%.
Watch them all get slaughtered.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to pitch you a plot to Dark Pictures Directive 8020. Oh, yeah. This game is starring Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, of course.
Believe it or not, yeah. Samuel L. Jackson gets transported to the future from the year 3020 into 8020, where aliens have taken over Earth. The same aliens, Daniel, from the last Dark Pictures game have now taken over Earth. Yes.
Okay.
And they have enslaved the human race. And Samuel L. Jackson is set out on a quest to free the human race. Will he do it? Find out in Dark Pictures Directive 8020.
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson and Ice-T buddy cop movie. Ice-T? Is it Ice-T?
What in the year 8020?
No, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a 3-way buddy cop.
With Ice-T as well? No.
The whole script is just 2 words. They get the same 2 words for the whole film. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
For the whole
There's
90
at
minutes.
least 4 motherfuckers dropped in
100%.
8020.
He has to.
At least. This will also cap off the Dark Pictures anthology series.
Can I spice it for you?
Of course.
What if he looks like his character in Pulp Fiction?
Ooh, I love it.
The suit.
Yeah.
And like
you're also missing an eye.
The perm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
he's
like
missing an eye as well,
eye
yeah.
patch. Cool.
Love it. Well, that was fun. Thanks for doing that.
God.
You're welcome.
We have fun on the show.
We do. So yeah, we look forward to more Dark Pictures games, and
Yeah,
we'll see.
I mean,
if all those actually become a real thing.
Have
I
we just
assume
spoiled
so.
something for just for fun games?
Connor might have spoiled something for Nick. I don't know if Nick's playing the game or not.
Oh,
right
I'm
now,
sorry,
but-
Nick. Damn. I never thought of that.
It's okay.
Oh well, it's really not that big of a deal, Nick. I promise.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Just so everyone knows, the other games were Dark Pictures: The Cavern Man and Dark Pictures. Is this Intersection?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I think it's what it said.
there you
I'd
go.
have to look at
with
it
the
again.
upside down cross, so you gotta assume like the omens in there or something.
Or like like it's a new crusade or something. I don't know.
Or maybe
Some
it's just about
Templars.
two kids having a jolly day at school. Who knows? Doubt it. though.
Instead of a cross, it could be a sword.
Ooh, like next up, Hazelight is partnering with the studio that worked on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I believe their name was D12. I didn't put it in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're making a film and TV show about last year's Gotti. It Takes Two.
Goaty.
Gotti. Gotti.
No.
And Sims wrote the word banana for some reason.
Hey, I got noticed.
Guys, here we go. We're getting a TV show and a movie of It Takes Two. Not a remake of the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie called It Takes Two that came out in the 90s, which is
Or
cult classic.
or the publisher Take Two. Not that either.
Not that either. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why do we need a movie and a TV show?
We don't. We don't need any of it.
No.
Go play the game.
Sims, I know how much you love video game adaptations to movies and television, so tell me how excited you are for this.
Nothing hurt my soul when I heard this story. Nothing. My soul has never been hurt more. Stop doing it. Stop making video game movies.
Be an animated thing.
So I don't care. I don't want it.
That
I
would
don't
be
need
cool.
it. I don't need it. I've got video games. I've got a console for this shit. I don't need to see the movie. I gotta go and watch fucking Uncharted because it's interesting. I ain't got time for that because while I'm in the cinema, I'm not playing video
I was
games.
just gonna ask, is it really interesting?
Yes,
I want to watch it
it
too.
is.
Is it interesting?
I don't know if I've ever saw a trailer for that and I go, oh, that's interesting.
Interesting.
As in, like, I'm curiously like, I know it's bad, but I'm curious.
Sure.
Now I have
it's
to
gonna
go
be fun.
to the cinema.
Whether it's good or not.
We're all going to the cinema to see this film, right?
No. I'm gonna wait and me and Sloan are gonna watch it, rent it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
gonna go.
Yeah, me too, baby.
Okay, that's
Yeah. I mean, shit, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg with a mustache jumping around doing shit. I'll watch that. Why
Yo,
not?
Marky Mark, you know what I mean?
Marky
In the
Mark,
Funky
yeah,
Bunch.
Whatever. I'm down.
In all seriousness, I don't think you're gonna get what. I don't think you can get the same.
I think you could make a really good movie out of this. I just don't know, like,
It's
why.
just not gonna
It's
hit
just-
the same, is it? If that
No.
makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It's just gonna be a wacky.
I mean, so much of It Takes Two was just all about that fun gameplay and how much it changed up and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people are disappointed with the story overall of It Takes Two.
I the most disappointing thing for me, I still like I like the story, but like I feel like they needed to commit to an end. Like they
give you
spoilers.
they give you
real
like-
quick
like your-
spoilers.
Spoilers.
They either
spoilers,
divorce-
Oh.
Or get together. Don't be like, oh, who knows what their future's like? You know, like just pick something, and that's fine. But they didn't. But
They kind of
the
just
characters,
let you interpret your own what happened next.
yeah, the characters really aren't great until like kind of the end when they start like working together. But like even then, it's like you're not really supposed to like care for them too much because they're just constantly at odds the entire game. Dr. Hakim, like kind of a ridiculous character. I don't know how you could do that in a movie or TV show. Like,
You probably shouldn't.
yeah, probably should. Let's
You probably shouldn't.
do something else.
I don't know. It could be a wacky A to B Ice Age. You know, Ice Age, like they get from one.
It should
place
be
to
animated.
the other. Yeah, it will be animated. Obviously,
I think it'll be like live action until they go into the toys, and then it'll be fucking animated.
No.
That's what it'll be. It'll be like one of those like.
Are you
weird
talking about like
movies or some shit?
I was gonna say Garfield or like the Chipmunks, where it's like
Yeah, it'll be exactly like that.
I don't. You're making it worse. You're making this movie worse.
I hope it's great, and what I really hope, guys, is that it wins a fucking Oscar, just so
Oh,
Joseph
no.
Fares could go up on stage and just scream.
Oh
"Fuck
my
you."
god! Imagine
Yo,
that. That'd be
I didn't
so
think
funny.
about that. I
Imagine.
did not think.
Imagine
just
it
like
wins Best
flicking the
Picture
cameras off
at the
just,
Oscars, and he just burns the place down afterwards. It'd be fucking awesome.
You know what? Let's take it all back. Start the conversation over. I want this movie,
Yeah, let's all get
and it
behind
needs to be good. It
It
needs to be good.
great.
You know
who
what?
are we casting as the parents here? I'm gonna go Chris Pratt as the dad because it's got to be Chris Pratt.
I have a better one that
Do you?
I think might work.
Oh, go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt. He's also done voice acting.
That the chubby
The
guy.
comedian.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
comedian.
Okay.
Patton Oswalt, and then I don't have the lady.
He could do it. I was going really, A-star celebrity. I guess Patton Oswalt. It probably is, but
He's probably B, but Patton Oswalt's pretty
Sure.
young.
I was just gonna go Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Dynamic duo.
That's solid.
You know
That's
what I mean?
solid.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sims, who are you casting?
I don't know. Emily Blunt as the girl, and then
like it. Oh, can you do her husband as the guy?
John Krasinski.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then the guy,
That's
like, I don't know, some like wacky New York, because he had that like New York twang, right? Did he know?
Not really. He's just kind of a guy.
Joey Diaz is the guy. That'd be badass.
Who's the guy out of Is it Joe Pesci? We'll have Joe Pesci and Emily.
Oh my
Pesci.
god, Joe Pesci.
I love it.
So if you're gonna do Joe Pesci, it's got to be Marissa Tomei. That's the two.
I like that too.
Right.
Anyway,
This movie's insane.
Why?
we're making an insane movie.
Okay. Meryl Streep plays the daughter.
Yo, Meryl Streep.
Okay, moving on then. Where are we now? Yacht Club Games has announced a new game called Mina the Hollower. It's a top-down Zelda-like with some Castlevania elements, and you can support it now on Kickstarter. Maybe not now. I didn't quite look into that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can go to their Kickstarter. I don't know what the name of the Kickstarter is.
I think
They did say they're producing most of the game themselves, but they want some Kickstarter backing to have the community help direct them on how to make it.
There's a lot of perks. I mean, they're still pretty small, even though like everyone knows Shovel Knight. Like they're still pretty small, so they need to kind of get over the edge. I think you can like support. They can like you can help them with like dungeons or boss designs, things like that.
These guys have made games in between Shovel Knight, right?
I mean, they did the DLCs.
Right?
It's not out yet.
That's not out yet. Okay.
They have
a phone game with
Pocket
Shovel Knight?
Dungeon.
Oh,
It's on Switch as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is their second game.
Okay.
Is what they're I think is what they're kind of
Interesting. It took so long.
Yeah, I mean they've been riding off of like the 3 DLCs for the main game, the Treasure Trove DLC.
Shovel Knight, like 2014.
2014. Yeah,
so long ago.
Very excited for this. You guys know I like Shovel Knight so much. I have a poster right there of Shovel Knight. Very excited for this. Do you want me to take the webcam? Okay, I have a poster right there. I wish I could show it to you.
All I want is a picture on Twitter in the next hour. That's all I'm saying.
I can post a picture now.
Everybody goes to Daniel's Twitter at Navaroli on Twitter, because if he doesn't post it, he's fake fan. He doesn't like Shovel Knight, and he is
fake
fraud.
Yeah, I will
He's fraud.
zoom in.
Ooh,
I can kind of see it.
We can see it. Hey.
Can you see that right there?
I mean, that could be AR. I mean, how do we know that's a real thing? Like, AR has come on leaps and bounds. Like, oh, now he's pasted a photo in.
Cool. Now we'll take that, Daniel, and we'll sell that as an NFT.
NFC. And you can buy that right now.
That's how you make money, guys. 20 grand. Nick, you want to buy that?
Connor hates his job so much.
I'm not going to tweet that picture out, but there you go.
Don't tweet it, because then everyone else will get that.
Exactly,
NFT.
man. You don't know how these NFTs work, man. You need to put it in a server.
Oh my god! You're bringing it back. We said stop talking about it on the second anniversary of the show.
I don't know who brought it up first. Some asshole.
Connor just wants to make money, and you know what? I want to make money too.
I'm just here for the money, guys.
I'm very excited about this. It's definitely got like a Zelda, mostly a Zelda vibe, and then like the Mina's got like a whip. She's got like a Belmont whip, and it's really cool. You have like abilities that are kind of.
As a grappling hook?
I didn't see that. It doesn't mean you can't, but she has like you can go into the ground, and it seems like a pretty big mechanic. Like you can go into the ground and like hop up, and that's how you get through different places for puzzles or whatever. You have like abilities that kind of remind me of like Castlevania abilities. I think you can have 2 at a time or something like that. I'm very excited for this game. It's probably going to come out, I don't know, next year. Maybe at the earliest. Who knows? It seems like they had a good amount to show. Like Game Informer put out like a 30-minute game clip of it. So like they were ready to show it off.
What comes out first? This or the what was the Stardew Valley guys next game?
Chocolate
chocolatier thing.
Yeah, the haunted chocolatier.
What comes out first? This or that?
That game.
That game. Okay.
That game's probably either this year or next year.
Timeline here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I couldn't be any less interested in this game. I mean, it looks fine, but yeah, it's not my type of thing.
That's fair. I mean, I know it's a me game, honestly, I don't know if I like this game. I'm excited because it is Yacht Club, and I love Shovel Knight so much. But it's a completely different type of game for them. It's definitely got a different, art style. It's got way more of like some
RPG elements in there, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's got even more of like a Game Boy art style than like an SNES art style, like Shovel Knight did, or even an NES art style. So they're doing something different, and that we'll probably see them keep evolving their style over time.
Next up, Rocksteady Suicide Squad has reportedly been delayed until 2023. No word yet.
Still don't think it's official
release date or anything. Yeah, I don't think it was like quietly delayed or something. So something somewhere on one of their things officially said it was delayed till 2023 or something. Who knows?
I think I saw
Schreier just like making shit up, and like the people at Rocksteady just woke up and were like, "Oh, I guess our game's delayed."
Wait.
Shit.
Did Schreier delay our game?
Can he do that? And it's like, yeah, he can do that.
Is this legal?
Yeah, not overly surprised about this, I guess, but at least somewhat. I felt like at a certain point, it almost seemed like this was further along than Gotham Knights was, because we just seen more of this recently than we have of Gotham Knights.
Yeah, but if you go back to the announcements, they showed way more Gotham Knights.
Yeah, I know, and that's why initially it was like, oh, Gotham Knights is coming out very soon, and then Suicide Squad is further away. But I don't know, at a certain point, that kind of flipped. But now I'm assuming we have to be getting Gotham Knights this year.
I mean, WB, well, they came out and were like, yeah, they confirmed Gotham Knights and Hogwarts this year.
Yeah.
They have a very big year this year. And they have the Skywalker Saga. Yeah. They have 3 big games this year. There could be a NetherRealms announcement this year, another big thing for them. Then if they were going to have this game, that'd be 4 huge releases this year.
Yeah.
Like that's
especially with the Gotham Knights. You don't want those two crossing over too much. Like you don't want them competing with each other. Yeah. Especially I could see them similar after the fall season. Oh yeah, they're gonna be. I mean, that third person action game set in a Batman universe, like it's gonna be similar. But yeah, don't be there's probably more delays to come here. In the world we live in with this COVID shit going on, don't assume anything is coming out this year. I see a lot of people online assuming Breath of the Wild 2, God of War, Hellblade 2, all that's coming out this year. Like, there's a decent chance none of that comes out this year.
Sure.
Say that back.
Sure. I mean, the God of War thing, when they put out their 2021 game or 2022 games, God of War was there. Like, I feel like Sony's confident with that one in particular, but with Breath of the Wild, I'd be like, I don't know.
I don't think you can't be confident in anything with COVID.
I'm not. I agree. Like, they did delay Horizon, but like they seem pretty confident in it. So I'll let them.
Even Starfield, it has a date. I wouldn't be shocked if that got pushed out.
Todd, Babe Ruth his shot.
I get they're confident, but you don't know. I mean, it could be middle of the summer. They're all of a sudden like, oh, this is going to take a lot longer than we thought to polish it and stuff like that.
You're right.
You have no idea.
I mean, didn't Phil say
working from home and stuff too? It's like, there's just. I'm just saying, don't assume anything's coming out.
Didn't Phil say he played that game though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of those games I just mentioned are in somewhat of a playable state.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, the fall is wide open still. It really is. Like, there's not
Starfield.
That much. Yeah, that's really the only hard date we have right now.
Call of Duty. It's probably
of course, yeah.
So that's probably all we really know right now.
Yeah, and we probably won't get more answers until around E3 time again, which E3 isn't even happening, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Sims, anything you want to say? Suicide Squad?
I'm not surprised. I would have happily put money on that not coming this year. That and Breath of the Wild, never come in this year. God of War, I'm actually quite. I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year. But I don't know. Suicide Squad. I didn't even like the look of Suicide Squad. I was like, ooh.
I think the last trailer was a little weird. I'm very excited for that game.
That last trailer was just cut so weird. I watched that again like a little while ago, and it was just like, why? Like, why did you guys just show me gameplay?
Yeah, it was definitely a weird trailer for them.
And then our last news story: Shredder joins the roster of the 2021 Gotti Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl this year, guys. We got Gotti. We got Shredder. He's in there. He's in this game. Me and Daniel can't wait. We're very excited. We're gonna pop in there as soon as he drops.
Mm-hmm.
Stream it live on Twitch.
Day one. You know what I mean?
Day one. We're there. Don't go with this joke.
That made the news.
Still goes.
That made the news.
Yeah. Do you expect it not to? Wow. It's the game of the year, the game of the decade.
Yeah, what are you talking about? We have claimed 2 games being the game of the year in this news segment.
I did that because you did it.
We all know the real one was Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
I'm glad that you read it how I put it because I saw that you did it there. I wasn't going to, and then I was like, you know what? Keep the bit going.
Do it. We'll continue. You know what's going to be the Gotti for 2022, Daniel? Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
Did you expect anything else?
Nah,
Everybody's talking about big year, Horizon, Starfield, God of War, right? You know, no one's. Yeah, we got the game of the year every year.
I haven't played another game since.
Do you need to?
No,
it's everything you want.
Don't at all. Sony's over here talking about 10 live service games. The only one you need is Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
Speak the truth, Connor.
The only one.
Yeah, it's all
3.6 on Bungie.
Come on.
You could have easily spent that money on Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
Reptar. Come on.
Reptar.
Aang. Come on. SpongeBob. Are you kidding me?
Come on. You want to keep going with this joke just to piss Sims off more?
I can pull up the characters.
No, I need you to pull up the whole roster and we'll go through them and then in detail we will discuss our favorite parts about the character traits. Go ahead.
Cool.
We will now move on to what we've been playing. Where do we? Well, I want to hear your 2 thoughts on Pokemon. I've been actually very much looking forward to this. So, whatever one of you wants to start, go ahead, take it away.
I have been looking forward to Daniel's thoughts on Pokemon.
I have too, very much.
Daniel, the floor.
Yeah.
Daniel, do you like Pokemon? I'm so curious.
I am.
This is the most anticipated I've
There's
ever been.
There's 2 people that I was really curious about: Daniel Navaroli and Tim Geddes. I've got
Tim
one
did not like it.
Tim did not like it.
I haven't watched that episode yet. We got Obelina. We got who else? We got Toph. We got Cat Dog. We got Danny Phantom.
Us here, aren't you?
We got Garfield. We got Helga Pataki, of course. Zim. We got Korra, Legend of Korra, of course. We still got my boy Zuko. Where's my boy Zuko? Like, are you kidding me? Like, give me
is Sokka in there?
Sokka's not in there too. Come on.
Come on, that'd be badass.
Come on.
I would love that.
We got Lincoln Loud and then Lucy Loud, which I think is a new animated show. We got
Ren and Drake and Josh.
Don't have any live action yet.
We need Drake and Josh. And iCarly could be in there. Crazy Steve. He'd be a great character to fight as.
Yeah. We got Ren and Stimpy. I think there's like a dual character thing, which is pretty cool. Powder Toast Man. Come on. Powder Toast Man's so funny. We got Reptar, like I said. No other Rugrats. We need more Rugrats. Where's Tommy?
Tommy with the screwdriver.
Angelica.
And stuff. Yeah.
SpongeBob. We got SpongeBob. We got Patrick and Sandy. Where's Mr. Krabs? Where's I need Mr. Krabs. He can have like a money attack.
Is more of like a behind the scenes type of guy. He's kind of making money off all the fights, I'd imagine. You know,
so he's doing the bets. Yeah,
he's doing the bets and stuff like that. So maybe he's not up to fight quite yet, but maybe at some point.
And then we got Leonardo, we got Michelangelo. We don't have Donatello or Raphael yet.
You need all 4. I don't understand. Like, I know they're all just different colors, but I mean, come on, how hard can that be?
It can't be difficult. We have April O'Neil. We also have Shredder, the new character. We need Casey Jones. I want a baseball.
You do need Casey Jones.
I want a baseball bat Reptar into the ground. Okay.
Doesn't he have a hockey stick?
He has a hockey stick as well. He has a baseball bat.
He also has a baseball bat.
The hockey mask. Yeah, he's all the different weapons.
He just has a bunch of sports.
Yeah. Material. And then the last character is Nigel Thornberry, of course. Very classic. The nose. The big nose.
Some call him OP. You know. Actually,
Yeah.
a lot of people call him OP.
He can smack you with the nose, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And then, did you want to go into detail about their abilities? Is that what you?
No, I kind of want to discuss like when are we getting Nick at Night characters as DLC? You know,
Sure. I want
Where's George
Amanda from the
Lopez?
Amanda Bynes show.
Oh, Amanda would be great.
Come on.
Can we get? I think I've made this joke before. Now that I'm about to say it, but can we get cocaine version of Amanda Bynes when she was all hopped up on drugs?
Jesus.
I mean, just imagine how good of a fighting character she
Here's
is.
one for Sims.
What?
Here's
she
one for
was on
Sims.
cocaine.
Oh,
Here's
dude,
one-
she had a huge drug problem.
She
later
fell
on.
off, but she's
Vines.
now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
with a
Well,
wife.
Amanda
Wife.
Bynes after she's all that, it just goes downhill.
Speaking of, can we get Keenan and Kel? Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
that'd be good.
Give
Who
me
loves
Keenan
orange
and Kel.
soda? You know,
I
Kel
know
loves
Dana
orange
soda.
Is it true?
Is it true? Yes. Keenan and Kel, baby.
Amanda
That'd be great. You
Bynes.
could spray that
Jesus
orange
Christ.
soda at her.
She looks well in
Of course.
2009. She looks well in 2009.
I think she's much better.
I mean, she's got
mental-
clean sense. Yeah, this is a long
mental
time
health
ago.
and substance abuse problem.
Yeah,
In
let's read into
2012,
this.
Bynes was charged with driving under the influence in West Hollywood. 2 years later, the charge was. I'm not reading this shit. Can we please talk about Pokemon?
We got Drake and Josh. We got Amanda Cosgrove
talk
in
about it,
general.
Spherical. You know what I
Who?
mean? Spherical. That's a Josh
Yeah.
impersonation.
My favorite Drake and Josh moment was where he goes, "Oh, do you sell guitars?" And the guy in the shop was like, "Here at Guitar World, gee, I don't know."
Our world's a real thing.
It is.
Shout out to is it Josh? Like he lost
Josh
all that
Peck.
weight.
Oh yeah, he's looking great.
Good.
Josh
Big
looking
head,
great.
big head,
He's always had a big
Huge
head.
head. Yeah,
big head.
He's always had a
Big
big
head.
head.
I got a big
Wow.
head too.
This is just a podcast. This is not even video games
Yeah,
anymore. This is
recording it on
we are just
Okay.
we're just shooting the shit.
In defense of myself, you guys asked and I deliver.
You
That's
did deliver.
You very
like,
much
you
did. Good job,
over-delivered. Like,
Good job.
you were like
Daniel
Domino's, and
MVP
you're
of
like,
the day.
here's another pizza. I'm like, I only wanted one pizza, and you gave me two pizzas.
There you go. I delivered for you.
Now, Daniel, what are your thoughts on Pokemon Legends? What are we calling it now? Is it Arceus now or
Arceus.
Arceus?
I say Arceus, but like
They said it in the commercial, and they said it differently than I've ever said it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm going with.
they even in the trailer of like that gameplay trailer before, like the guy said like Arceus or something. It's like, all right, we're just saying it in 1,000 different ways.
We're just all making up our own way.
Yeah. Thank you, Sims, for saying you were looking for my opinion. That
honestly,
warms my heart.
I've been looking forward to it all week because I know you just
'Cause
gonna
I haven't
break
said much.
my heart. You haven't. You have not said much.
I have not said much. So yeah, me and Sloan have been playing, like kind of talking back and forth. He was further ahead than I was.
How many hours?
It took. I think about 11 or 12. So not as much as I would want to be.
It's a good amount. It's a good amount.
I didn't really get to play on Friday. I had D&D, and I had to start on Saturday.
I see.
But I like this game a lot. I think it has a lot of issues. Like I talked about, it has graphical issues. It's a little framey every now and then. Like it's running better than I thought it would, but it has some frame issues. The game's it's lovely. I think it needs work. I think that they should have taken more time. I don't like the strong and agile fight system because it really messes with the my turn, your turn, or like speed. It needs to be turn based. That's Pokemon's gameplay. And maybe I need to learn the strong and agile system more, but like sometimes the enemy just attacks twice. And like that just breaks Pokemon with how the super effective and effective moves work in the types. It just breaks it. Like this one Pokemon could be one level higher and he'll just wreck two people because he gets to go twice. So maybe I just need to get used to the agile system. I just don't like it. I don't like the strong and agile buff to the abilities. The catching is really fun. I like the hiding and like trying to throw the Pokeball. Sometimes it's a little hard to judge distance. Like I don't know how they could fix that. Like, but that's just like a little tweak I think they need to work with. I do like that. I want to shout out the music. I really like just the town theme when you're around. I think what's the name of the town, Sims?
Jubilee Live City.
Jubilee. Yeah, that sounds right. That little like vibe song they got going on for the town. Top. I love it. Another big complaint I've had with Pokemon for a long time is still not here. I said that before I even played. Is voice acting. I want any type of voice. This game has a lot of dialogue, and there's just nothing but reading. There's no little like Animal Crossing noises. It's not even that. Like you're just getting nothing. It's just the character's mouth moving, and then there's just text. There's just I feel like they could do something. I started with Cyndaquil. I don't know who you went with, Sims.
I'm a Rowlet boy.
I like Rowlet, the first evolution, but the other two I don't like. So I was like,
I like the new form that they've
the new look.
Yeah, it looks sick. It looks really cool.
Who did Nat go with?
Cyndaquil, the little fire doll.
Natalie's gone for Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil as well. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Gen 2 starter, fire starter.
Okay.
It's got like a little snout.
That thing with that long nose. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, spoilers. I mean, not really spoilers, but you can catch these Pokemon in the wild.
Yes, I've heard that you can go to like the distortion fields. I haven't gone into one yet.
Oh my god.
They just recently started showing up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll tell you where I am without spoiling. I just beat like the second boss.
The second rideable thing.
No, I beat the second boss. I have the second.
I'm curious how that all works. What is the structure of this game? Because I don't understand it from the outside.
I'll try to. So basically, it's not open world. It is open sections. It is very much like you go to like a wild area from Sword and Shield, and it might be like maybe it's probably about the same size, maybe like a little bit bigger, but like that's the area
of like that open area in Sword and Shield where like you go and behind the back and
that's the wild area. Yeah,
so
you've there's
not played it, have you? I've just realized.
Arceus?
No, he's played Sword and Shield. Yeah. So there's like sections. So that first area, you're just kind of like catching things. You're getting your Pokedex up. You were trying to. There are like little check marks.
That's the point. You're catching everything to study them, and then you're like bringing them back or something.
So to start, yes, you are. So you were trying to get your star rank up for this like place, and to get that, each Pokemon you need to upgrade the Pokedex. To do that, so like say there's Bidoof. I hate Bidoof, but Bidoof. They are in Bidoof's like Pokedex.
Sorry.
Exactly. There's like catch so many of them, right? Like it's like catch the first one, catch 3, catch 5, catch 10, and then you'll get like
stars will go up based on
how many you'll get more XP basically.
Okay.
And then they'll have like maybe 8 different things you could do. Like it's also like kill this many or faint this many, or it's like use this Bidoof with like use Bidoof's quick attack so many times or something like that.
So
or
it's like mini challenges to add
mini challenges.
Okay.
Exactly. And I think you have to get like 10 points with each Pokemon
to then add to your Pokedex. So you can't just catch Bidoof once. You have to fill this checkpoint until you get to a research level 10. And some of the objectives they give you, they will double it for you. So if you catch a Bidoof once, you'll get 2 points. Right? It's quite complicated because it
almost sounds like Pokemon Snap a little.
It is.
Yeah, there's like but there's like different cool things you're doing. You're not just catching them. Like you could like there's a bunch of different things. There's like one like catch this Pokemon at night 6 times or during the day 6 times or whatever. So like there are like different stipulations for the stuff you're doing.
As boring as that may sound, us telling you that's the mechanic, it's so free flow. Like you can sit there and catch.
It does because it all sounds like things I do on the side of a mainline game.
That's why I hope that they. I'm sorry, Sims.
No, that's fine.
I hope that they cut it down just a bit for the new one, and then have that be a side thing in Gen 9 when they do that. That's what I hope. I think it's a little too much stuff there. I don't need to do all of this, but like cut it down just a bit, and then you don't, and then put that in Gen 9. That's what I would say.
So then, what do you guys mean with bosses? Like, where does that come into play?
That's the story. So this is just like an underlying like upgrade your person.
And you get your star rank up to continue the story to like progress it more.
I think you probably eventually will. Yeah.
Okay.
So then it becomes like, oh, there's this Pokemon that's going crazy that you need to go kind of help, not like
Tame.
faint them or anything,
Kinda,
but yeah,
There's
tame them.
psycho
tame.
Pokemon on the loose. Go
Yeah,
down.
and you've probably seen from the trailers is that one with like the 2 scythe.
Yeah.
I've seen the ones
things.
that are like glowing yellow.
No,
or
those are the
whatever.
alphas.
Those. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's yellow. It's like a big scythe looking thing. It's like spinning around.
It's a cleaver. It's a newer version of Scyther. We could talk about the cleaver because it's been in every single trailer.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows about the cleaver. So I think
That's the first boss.
Yeah, it's the first boss. I think cleaver's causing problems and is affecting the other Pokemon in the area, right? It's a very complicated story. I'm struggling to keep up with it. If you want to,
Yeah, it's
I kind of
like
just like the gameplay mechanics, and that's what's keeping me going.
it got hit by lightning or something, and it's like freaking out, and then you got to like tame it basically, and it's like the big Pokemon for this area, so like it's like affecting that area's world, so you need to like tame it. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier was I beat that one and I beat the second boss. That's where I am.
I think you may be.
I'm
further
going to the
than
new
me.
area.
What's the new area? Are you in Crimson something?
I don't remember what the second area's name, and then I'm going to the third area.
You see, you're much for. I mean, me and Natalie are playing it very. How we get in the. So for me, I will say how I feel now. Like, I fucking love this game. Like, I can't wait to get on it. I can't wait to start walking around the world. I can't wait to just. I look at the map. I get the map up, and I'm like, right. Last night I went this way. This time I'm going to go that way. And don't get me wrong, you put that map up, it's very deceiving. It looks fucking massive. But you can literally get to one side of the map in 2 minutes.
Actually, when you get the rideable...
Especially when you get the rideable.
Gear.
I tend not to use the rideable as much. I like to just walk.
Because you can't catch anything. I hate that you can't catch
Yeah, that's the most
on.
annoying thing about the rideable. So I was like, as soon as I found out I couldn't catch anything, I was having none of it. I was like, right, I'm going to stick to the...
Can't just get off whenever you want.
I was going to
Yes,
say
you
what I
can.
will shout out. What I will shout out to this game. Things feel very snappy.
Yes.
Way more than I thought that they would. Like, you have to hit the plus button, Connor, to like, you hit the plus and you can get into your mount.
Boom.
And then I guess that's how you're going to do the other mountable ones.
Yes.
But like, it's very quick. You just boot plus, you get on, plus you get off.
Boom.
It's very, very quickly. It's very snappy. Like, even the dodge is like the only weirdish one. But like, throwing the Pokeball, pretty snappy.
Everything.
Like, you could just throw the Pokeball, keep running away.
Yeah.
And if it catches and you'll see it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be tied to it.
So going back to the Bidoof, trying to make sure the Bidoof goes to your research till you get to research level 10 in the Bidoof. So you can sit in a bush and catch the 4 Bidoof around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will literally be like you've met that one might have escaped. Boom, you've caught. And then, so then you go back to the guy, to your professor at the beginning of the map, or wherever he's stationed in the camp. He goes, "Oh, let me check your research levels." So he goes, "How many Pokemon you've caught in this one big run?" He was like, "Oh, you've caught 10 Pokemon." It'll add up the experience, show you research decks of like, "Oh, so you've completed this now. That's now officially in your Pokedex. Thank you for doing the research." And then you can go that one step further of like research complete. And as you slowly progress through the research levels of the Pokemon, it will slowly tell you more about the Pokemon, what it likes to eat, what kind of moves it does, where you may find it, I believe. I could be lying about that one. But like as you walk around the world, it's just like every Pokemon's wet dream. Every Pokemon fan's a wet dream of like, you're walking around this world and all of a sudden, you will come across a brand new Pokemon in an area that you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, no random encounters.
They're random, and you literally just like, right, I've seen that, boom, Pokeball. And it's relatively easy to catch every single Pokemon first time. Like, it's quite simple, very snappy, very quick response, and you can just walk away. It's like, boom, caught, right, I'll carry on. Yes, the game looks utter garbage. It doesn't look great at all.
Sometimes it looks okay. I think the sky looks really good.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you can walk through like a tree and you can see the textures
aren't great.
I want to say like the artifacts in sort of how the tree is made, like the triangles and the
needs to look
polygons
better,
and stuff.
sure.
It does, but it's running on like really dated hardware. It does suffer with like Pokemon in a big distance. Like there's a Gyarados that you can find quite early on, and you can see him fucking stuttering in the background. It's like,
I didn't see the Gyarados. Is it in the first area?
It's in the first area, yeah.
Oh, I need to go back.
You need to spend. I know you play games, so I'm like, you want to.
You know, I was going to say
see
how much further ahead I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I am doing a good amount.
Yeah.
Relatively, but like you know how I play. Like I'm only going to get to whatever star rank they need me to get to. I guess the way I'm looking at this game, and I'm looking at it as more of a side project because, like, I don't think you can't bring Pokemon in, and I doubt you're going to be able to bring Pokemon out. I don't think so. I don't know, but like, I'm not looking at it like I need to build the best team and the best moves. That's not really how I'm looking at it because I have everything I want in Sword and Shield. Whenever I could transfer to Gen 9, that's what I'm going to do. I have better versions in that game, so I don't really need these Pokemon in particular unless I really want my Typhlosion. I'd be nice to have that, but.
So, is there a lot of traditional Pokemon battles, like going up to another trainer and fighting them and stuff?
Yes and no, because you will fight people, but there aren't just trainers everywhere. This is like before people really integrated with Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like a big complaint, another complaint I have is like, there's not a lot of, you can't just grind as easy because like you used to be able to just run up to every trainer and level yourself up very quickly. You just can't do that. You have to either fight Pokemon, you fight people every now and then, but like it's not as easy to level everyone up.
I gotta say, this game, it sounds really cool to me thus far. I just wish it was also paired with the traditional go to the 8 gyms and fight the gym.
That's why I would say this probably wouldn't be for you because I know we talked about last week that the catching isn't your favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm totally the type of guy that'll just catch my 6 Pokemon, raise them the whole time, beat the final 4 with them, and then move on.
Yeah, I would say this isn't for you then. I'd say like whatever they do for Gen 9 is probably what I would say go with.
My argument to that is the fact that the catching is so fluid and so quick and so snappy.
I think I'll have more fun with the catching.
You'll have loads more fun with it.
I think you will. Yeah.
Even with, I mean, you can grind to level up and get a lot better, but they also make it a point of like if you have like 3 stars. The Pokemon only really obey you to level 30, so you don't want to grind too much. But when it comes to battling Pokemon, I think there's a balance issue because for some daft reason, you're either gonna beat the other guy really easily, or they're gonna one shot you. And 9 times out of 10, like 50-50 chance. Sorry, like. I'm just getting one-shotted, like boom, fuck, I've lost a Pokemon.
All the time, yeah.
But the way
or they go twice. That going twice,
yeah, and that is an issue. I think personally, you have to just get used to that new style. And if we've been playing Pokemon for what, 20 years nearly 20.
I mean, 20 years, 20 years,
and
easily.
We've got used to that battle style and having that twist in the middle. After 20 years, it's like...
Yeah, but I've never liked the gimmicks. I don't like the Mega Evolution. I don't like the Z moves. I don't like any... I just like the Pokemon battling.
Of course, yeah. And if they throw something like that, and for someone like yourself, you're not going to like it. But, I mean, it is different, and it is weird, and, like, the whole 2 times in a row. But what I'm trying to get at, like, the animation and the fluidity of the game makes it... That's the best part of the game. Is like you want to catch that Pokemon, you throw a ball. You want to battle that Pokemon, you press X, and then you've got your 6 Pokemon. You quickly search for them with the RB button or whatever it's called, and you throw that Pokemon out, and it boom straight out. Pokemon battle, let's go. As soon as that's ended, right, Pokemon's back in the ball, you're off again. There's no
it's not like the 3 shakes anymore. It's like it's just, it does a little like jump and then did you catch it or not?
Done. And then
it's very quick.
But the whole fluidity of the game and like to just walking around and like looking at this not so pretty world, but like living in a world of Pokemon, I'm having such a good time. I fucking love this game. I love it, and I'm just taking my time, and I will progress with the story, and I will, I'm slowly doing it. But I want to catch every Pokemon in that area that I can see, and then go do the story, and then progress with the story. But I want to look around this world first, catch the Pokemon, and then progress the story. I think that's the way I like to play it. See the world first, do the story second. But the game's impressive for saying that it's on such a limited area, for such a limited hardware, and with a team that's literally took on this brand new task of like pretty much reinventing Pokemon's formula. They've done such a good job. And it always seems to be like a cop-out with Pokemon. And I feel like they've done the best they can with what they have.
Yeah, I think there's like way too many requests. I think that's like I think they need to kind of tweak the side quests and stuff.
And they don't necessarily mean anything. There's a lot of like resources that they give you, but I've been doing them as I've been going, and I've kind of got to the point where like
I stopped doing them.
I don't really need to do them as much. I mean, if I pick up loads of stuff. There's loads of stuff everywhere, Connor. Like you pick stuff up easy peasy, and then your satchel does get full, which kind of gets annoying.
That's a big. I hate.
You can upgrade it. You can upgrade it.
It's so expensive.
And that's the Monster Hunter side of things, of where like you can craft bombs and berries, and I haven't necessarily looked into that kind of stuff yet because I don't need to. I don't think the game wants me to do that quite yet. But I do like to pick things up. Everyone if you see something on the floor, you want to pick it up. You know what I mean? Who doesn't want that in a video game?
And it feels very Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Even like it popping up on the side, just like Breath of the Wild when you pick something up. It has like a little ding like Breath of the Wild does. It's really funny that.
Can you cook?
No, it's crafting.
No, it's crafting.
I was hoping that time was there.
Yeah. I will say, like, I think this is a very good game, and I like it a lot. I'd like to see kind of where it goes towards the end, but I do like it a lot. I think there's about 250 Pokemon somewhere around there, Connor. So there isn't everything you want, which is another like kind of complaint. Kind of sucks. Like, not every Pokemon. This game definitely makes me excited what Gen 9 could be. Like, I really like this game, but I am way more excited to see that game, which will probably be another 3 years or so, 2-3 years.
Okay, cool. Anything else you guys been playing?
Kind of bounced into Call of Duty 2 again, trying to beat that for the next video. I had to get the Xbox version. This PC version I can't run it. The game just will not run. Like, not even my computer. Like, I've played like an hour of it on this computer, but I'm having an issue with it just launching on Steam. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I found a solution when I played that hour was like, don't have Steam pulled up. Because if I had Steam pulled up, like, it just wouldn't launch. So I X'd Steam out, used the shortcut, and then I was able to play for like an hour. And then the next time I tried to do that, it just didn't work. So I just bought it on Xbox, and now I can play on a controller. So every Call of Duty now, I'm just going to play on a controller, and that's just...
Thank God. The way God intended, you know?
I know. The way God intended. No one... These PC and mouse dorks, okay? These nerds with their TurboTax.
Doing your taxes is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just did my taxes too on the.
Oh yeah, we're on tax season.
It's the only reason I had to turn it on, other than this show.
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
Yeah. I like Call of Duty 2. So far, I don't know if I like it as much as 1. 1 actually really surprised me. It was Michael Giacchino, shout out, did the music for 1. And it's very good. Like, go listen to that Call of Duty 1 soundtrack. It's insane. It's a banger, dude. It's so good.
I don't remember COD 2. Like, I know I've played it, but I don't.
So far,
in it.
There's like little things that I think kind of improve, like better save, like auto save stuff. Like they don't like do as many like variety of missions so far as like Call of Duty 1 did, but it looks better. I like COD 2 so
far. Sims, anything else you've been playing?
Not really. Pokemon's taking all my time up. Been a busy week with life. Just played some Pokemon. I mean, I could talk about... I played like 1 minute of Unpacking yesterday, and it was very hard to put the controller down.
Did you unpack anything?
That game was a lot to unpack.
I did the first level, and I was like, I can see why this is incredible.
Super chill.
I was just chilled, man. And then just putting stuff where it needed to be, and I was like, and then funny enough, my daughter, as I was trying to get on the show, like my youngest, she was like, "Can you get the game?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I can." So
is it still on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I thought you were gonna say your daughter's like playing Doom or something.
Well, I wanted to.
I'm like, Daddy, I want to rip demons in half.
I'm down, man. If she wants to play some Doom, she plays some Doom for me. I'm not fussed. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, as a parent, like, I know that, like, I've raised my children to know, like, you can't go out and kill someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like video games always get off light. Like,
you see her more than anyone. You would know.
I'm curious. So you don't have any restrictions on your kids? Like, if they want to play GTA or whatever the fuck, you'd be fine.
I mean, yeah, we're on a podcast. Like, my oldest, sorry, like, she plays with some older boys. I think they're about 10, 11, 12. She's 9, but she's the old. There's a lot to it, but she was like, she really wanted to play Grand Theft Auto for a very long time. She was like, please, Dad. Like, me and Mum were like, no. And me and Mum had a conversation. We were just like, well, she's responsible enough. She just wants to play online with her friends. Do you know what I mean? Jump in the cars and do the whatever.
To be fair, she's gonna see what's in that game regardless.
Exactly. I said, and the only thing I said, you can't go to a certain area, and it is what it is. Clubs. Exactly. That's it. And, like, to be fair, she doesn't. She was never wanted. She never wanted it for the story. She just wanted it to like play the make your own maps and whatever her friends are playing.
Lamar,
stupid like. Pardon?
Lamar is in the intro.
But yeah, I mean, but
Lamar,
really,
he says some things in the intro
of course it does,
of online.
That's fine though.
We monitor our kids' stuff. Like I check my kids' messages and stuff. So I'll be back in a sec.
See you in a sec. I have been playing. What have I been playing? I really haven't been playing much. I beat Portal 2.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, beat Portal 2 once again. Yeah. Great game. I mean, that game.
So good,
I can't.
Dude. So good.
It's like, I don't know what I could say. It's just like, that was a perfect game. Like, that game is incredible. The characters are so good. The ending is so good. The puzzles are just incredible. Especially, it's funny. Me and you were talking about the goo last week, and I said how they get kind of annoying in the beginning, and they do in the beginning. But once you get at the end and you're combining the different goo,
you do the wall run with the speed, like the speed,
it's really fun. So like the blue one makes you bounce, the orange one gives you speed, and then the white one you could just spray that everywhere and then put portals wherever you want. So once you get that, and then you combine all three of those together in the later levels of the goo, that is so fun. That gets incredibly fun, incredibly complex too.
I just remember the goo part just being very long part of the game. I could
it is a good section. There's probably about like, I don't know, 19-ish levels in that, something like that. It's a weird number, but that's the number they put on the side of the wall all the time. It's like always 1 out of 19, and like you won't always do 19 of them, but there's probably a decent 15 levels surrounded by the just around the goo. And yeah, like I said, those are still very fun. The game's perfect, man. The characters are great. Wheatley, GLaDOS. I'm saying a lot of stuff I said last week, but they're great. If you haven't played Portal 2, go play Portal 2. Play 1 first, but go play Portal 1 and 2. Fantastic.
You necessarily don't have to. Just like they set it up pretty well.
But... yeah, I mean, 1 is very basic. Like, she gets out at the end, right? That's really all you need to know. So you could just jump into 2 if you wanted, but I would recommend playing both just because it's so damn fun.
Yeah, where's Portal 3?
Where's Portal 3? Come on, Valve. Make a game. Make another game. We need it. We need it so badly.
Was Portal 2, you shoot like a portal on the moon, don't you?
Yeah.
Like
so,
at the end of the game.
I guess I probably just forgot this, but the white goo that the paint, the white goo that you spray that everywhere and you shoot portals wherever you want, that's actually made out of the moon.
Yeah, it's moon goo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like moon goo. They like squished out moon rocks or something and made it into paint. And you spray that everywhere. And it's like, oh, I never realized how well that connects to the end when you actually shoot a portal on the moon then. Which, if you think about that, would like fuck up. That would like fuck up the entire planet. You had a portal going from there to there. Yeah, it would like suck everything. A lot of people would die.
I don't know.
That doesn't. There's a lot of complications there. My boy Wheatley gets sucked up into space though.
He does.
The credits are very funny then. Yeah, where he's now trapped in space with one of the other dumb AI robot things. Yeah, and it's hilarious. And then your menu changes after the end of the game to just show Wheatley floating in space, and it'll just say random things down then, which is really great. Yeah, I wonder if in Portal 3 they'll get a way to bring him back or something.
Probably. I mean, I would assume so. People like him so much, so
yeah, you would have to. If we ever even got a Portal 3, it's been...
Please, Valve. That's all I'm asking for.
Crazy.
You brought Half-Life back. Bring Portal.
Yeah. Please. I'll take a Portal VR game. That'd be really cool, actually.
I mean, yeah, but there's only so many people who could play that. Like, I want...
It's true. I mean, I guess my hope would be VR gets more popular at some point, and we all have one. Like, that'd be really cool. I don't know. How cool would it be, though, just, like, jumping around, doing different portals.
And like, sick.
Combined it with that goo in VR where you're going like super fast and bouncing up really high and then jumping in different portals. That'd be really fun in VR, honestly. I could see them making that. Or maybe just like port the first one over into VR.
I was just gonna say,
like that. Yeah.
That might
work. That'd be really cool. And other than that, I haven't really been playing much. Kind of just waiting for tonight. Actually, I'm getting Dying Light. I think
You are nice.
Yeah, I know the reviews are kind of mediocre. It's kind of in that not mediocre. I mean, they're in that like 7-8 range. So
there's either really high or like 7s. So like that's pretty.
I'm just looking at it like I look at Far Cry, right? Like I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with the gameplay, and then it sounds like the story just isn't good. So it's
some people like it. Like
some people do seem to like it too.
I put in our chat Reiner from Game Informer his review, and he gave it a 9.5.
He gave it a 9.5. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really. And then I heard Rosario Dawson's great in it. I heard her character is the best part of the story.
I'm probably not going to get it. I want you to tell me everything that she does in the game.
Okay. Yeah, I will try. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to focus too hard on the story. Like, try to beat it because we do have Horizon coming out and stuff like that. I'm kind of just looking at this as like something I can have a lot of fun with until Horizon.
We got Sifu and Ali Ali.
Like, yeah, exactly. Right? I really want to beat Sifu probably. And then Ali Ali just came out. That got great reviews. That's at like an 85 right now on Metacritic. So yeah, now I'm really looking forward to that, especially as someone that was a big fan of Ali Ali 1 and 2. So yeah, a lot of games about to come out. So I will have a lot to talk about in the coming weeks.
Yeah, whatever Rosario does, you follow her and you'll come out on top.
Definitely. Yeah, I know. I heard there's like different paths you can pick, like go along with certain people. So I'm just like, whatever Rosario Dawson is doing, I don't care if she is the villain. Like, we're going with her.
It reminds me of Far Cry 3 with like the lady. If like you pick her choice instead of like killing, I forget exactly what you do. If you do this, like it's the good ending. But if you go the other way, she like kills you when you have sex with her.
Yeah, you could choose to stay on the island
or choose to stay.
With the people. Yeah, and then she kills you.
She'll kill you. Yeah. So
weird scene.
Dumb scene. I'll do the same thing. If Rosario she ends up backstabbing me, you know what? Maybe I deserved it. Maybe I deserved it.
I mean, Ahsoka Tano gets what she wants, I don't.
Please,
I hope she's dressed like that too. Every role moving forward, Rosario Dawson's in. She's dressed like a Ahsoka Tano.
Just they never mention it. She just has the big things. She just never mentions.
Like the Daredevil series comes back. She's just Ahsoka Tano.
God, insane. Like, just a nurse.
Like, don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. We had to keep the cosmetics on. In case I gotta shoot,
they grafted it to her body, so she is just that now.
Wow, she grew tentacles out of her head. That'd be something. But yeah, looking forward to all these games coming out. Especially
did you see? We got the reviews for Ali Ali, but then they also put a live action short for Sifu. I think it's like 9.
I did. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but
you should watch it. It's super cool. It's super cool.
What is it? Just like a short film type thing? Like,
it's kind of like
scenes.
Yes. There's like some story, little bits there. It sets up kind of like I guess the first dude. So like I guess there's like 5 guys you're taking down, or 5 people you're taking down, and I guess this is like the first one. And you kind of see him fight some people. You see like the main villain or whatever. I don't want to say anything. I want you to watch it. It's very good.
Cool.
They do a pretty good job with the fight scenes. They kind of cut. Sometimes they'll cut too quick, which I'm like, oh, you don't want to cut too quick. Sometimes you want to show stuff. But it's good. It's a good short film. I liked it. Watch it. It'll get you.
Did you see that, Sims? The Sifu trailer short film?
I've not watched anything. I'm super hype Sunday.
Go watch that. Though. It's really good.
I'm gonna catch up on some stuff. I gotta watch 22 Jump Street tonight, Sifu, Ghostwire Tokyo, and also try to play Pokemon. My life's hard.
Difficult day there.
First world problems, man.
And stay awake.
First world problems right there.
Where are we ended the show? We still going?
No, we are now going to move on to the game.
Okay.
Daniel, what is the game?
I was going to do the museum, but I just didn't tell you guys in time. It's okay. I got 20. We'll do 20 questions. I have the game pulled up, and I am ready to go whenever you are.
Go on,
did this game come out before the year 2000?
No.
I was going to let Sims do it. Okay, thank God, because it's actually no video game.
No good video games
before that year. I don't know why we ask it. There was no video game.
We have a good time.
Did this game come out before the year 2010?
No.
What was the argument in the chat the other day with like Mario World? What was that? Why don't I bring this up? I
What
can't
argument? What are you talking about?
It wasn't an argument. Someone posted. I forget what it was. I don't know. I can't remember. Move on. I'm sorry.
Did
What
this game
about?
come
It's one of the
out?
greatest video games of all time. What's the
Is
problem?
Is it though?
Yes, it
It
is.
was
It's
the
gonna be
argument,
seven as
is
well.
Mario World good? No, it was like, was it more iconic than the other 3 Mario games in the? Maybe not even iconic. Was it better than the? I don't know. Move on.
Did this game
It's the
come out
greatest-
before the year 2015?
Yes.
So we're 210, 215. Yeah, is that what we're saying?
Cool.
Colin?
Got a nice 5-year gap there. Yeah,
Sweet.
sure.
So let's just start with that. We'll do this. It's the same
The
shit.
Last of Us.
I'm just you do the years every time. You can just do anything.
Years are
else.
so good though.
Yeah, but we have that
Yes.
time though now. We have like over maybe 5,000 games to choose from instead of the infinite.
That's how my brain just works. Like, you tell me there's if we got a genre on this, it's like it's a third-person action game. I have no idea, but it's a third-person action game that released between 2010 and 2015. Now we're rolling.
Is this a first-person action game?
No.
Was this game published by Nintendo?
Let's see who the publisher is. No.
Was this game
Gotta
published
look
by
at
Platinum?
that though.
No. I wasn't too sure who published it.
Is this game have an 85 or higher on Metacritic?
I think it does. Let me see. Let me see the exact score. Yes, it does.
Is it a sequel?
No. I like the sequel question. That's a good question.
Is making
Was this
noises.
game exclusive to a console? Upon original release?
With the clarification, yeah, it was.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was this game originally released on a Nintendo console?
No,
Okay, cool.
that's 10.
Was this game published by Ubisoft?
No.
Fuck you.
They don't make games 85 and higher.
Take that, Ubisoft.
Okay, we know it's not first person, right?
It's not a first-person
First-person
action game.
adventure.
It doesn't. He didn't ask only first person.
You bastard.
You bastard. You bastard.
Okay, cool. High rated game. Might be first person still. Was exclusive at
I
launch.
mean, you guys don't know anything about the game.
That's a good
You've
point.
not
That's
asked
a good
any
point.
questions
It's an
about
RPG.
it. There might be like little elements.
Daniel, do you know anything about this game?
I know a lot about this game. I'm gonna say if you're looking at the genres of this video game, you would not say that.
Did this game originally release on Xbox 360?
No.
So a PS3 timed exclusive Sims. Or it could be PS4 as well.
Oh no. I can't whisper
Yeah.
because my software is too good.
It didn't pick it up.
I just this fucking stupid end video broadcast. Who made who's David Cage guy? Who's David Cage guy?
Quantic Dream?
Okay. Maybe it could be that one. Heavy
that-
Rain because it
that-
only came out on PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And it's a weird genre.
It is a weird genre. Yeah.
man.
You could be on something there.
Don't tell Daniel.
I wanted to ask this. Did this game originally release for $30 and under?
Oh, that's a great question.
That is a very good question. It's a very good question.
I
Good
don't
question.
have like that
It doesn't
like on
You
me.
could
I'm not-
probably tell me though, based on the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, but like I can't tell you the actual price.
Why don't you tell us the game?
I know what I paid for it, and it was under $30.
But did you get it years later? That's not a question though. I don't. You did get it.
I'm gonna say yes that it is.
Okay. Cool. which would mean it's not Heavy Rain.
I mean, Heavy Rain would have only been 40 quid.
Heavy Rain was like a full price game. I don't know. I mean, that was probably 60 at the time. Okay, so I'm thinking like a flower or something like that. You know, Journey. One of those.
Did Yacht Club publish this game?
No.
No, that wasn't exclusive.
I'm out.
Actually, it released on Nintendo first.
Did it?
Nintendo and PC.
Nintendo should buy them. Is Nintendo gonna buy anyone? Nintendo buy them.
They bought Next Level Games.
Steady.
Does this game have some sort of inspiring message at the end of it?
Fucking internet.
That's a question. I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
that's a
Flower
question.
did, Daniel. Okay,
Yeah,
so did Journey.
That's a
so
question.
did Journey.
Okay.
Okay. Would you consider this a puzzle game?
No.
85 and over. Not a puzzle game. Under 30.
Yes. How many questions we got left? 4.
You have 3 questions and then the guess.
Could be Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Maybe trying to figure out what you do in the game.
That was way too late for that. Everybody Gone to the Rapture was 2016 at least.
No, that was like early PS4, wasn't it?
No. It was like 2016, 2017.
Oh.
You listen to Steve, yeah?
Okay, I'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. 20. What
was this a launch PS4 game?
No.
Okay.
Who made this game? Published this game, man. 2013. It could be 2010, 2011.
Yeah. Is this game in 2D?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an early indie game, isn't it? Like
more question.
Not necessarily early, I guess. Yeah, it could be something around there. Not a puzzle game, so it's not like Limbo or some shit. 2D. What are really high rated 2D games at that point?
Yeah, you don't really know a ton about the actual game itself. You know it's 2D.
Is it a
you know it's
platformer?
high rated. Are you gonna use your question? Your last question? It's up to you. No, it's your last question.
Yeah.
Is it
a platform?
There's a lot of platforming in it. It's not the only genre, I would say, but I'd say it's partially a platformer. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's now you got your guess.
2D.
2D, a lot of platforming going on. Not Shadow Complex, because that originally released on 360. Must have been just a PS3 or 4 timed exclusive.
I'm thinking like Loco Roco.
Loco Roco, I don't know anything about that game.
It's not a puzzle game, though, is it? Or was Loco
No.
Roco a puzzle game?
I've never played it.
Is this game Loco Roco? Fuck it.
I'm just gonna ask it. Are you okay with him asking?
Well, Daniel already said no, so because
I said I've never played that.
Yeah, but we know you played this.
Did I? Oh, you trying to metagame there?
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Are we confirming the question, or do you want to go back?
No, I want to go back. I don't want to do. I feel like we can come up with something better.
Okay,
No?
so 2D.
You don't think so?
2D. PS. Let's say
Platformer.
PS3. We don't know what.
PS3.
2D platforming.
Highly rated.
I mean, is it highly rated? 85.
That's fucking high.
Is it?
He says 85 or higher.
Okay. Hey. 2D, man.
I know. That's what's fucking me up too.
What was that? You know, what was that game? Is it Nidhogg? No, because that's like a fighting game.
What is this? is Helldivers 2D. I'm trying to think. Like I was trying to think of Housemarque games because those would have been exclusive. That's top down, yeah, and it's not Resogun because that doesn't necessarily have platforming elements. Also, that was a launch game.
Did you fuck with Resogun?
I never played it
for like an hour.
Fun I don't enough. Know. Just ask. Just one game. First game comes to mind.
Go. Is this game Rugrats for PS1?
You got it. It's Rugrats for PS1.
Fuck, I knew it. See.
This game was developed by Matt Makes Games. Was published by Matt Makes Games. Released June 25th, 2013 on the Ouya exclusive that eventually was ported to consoles and PC. The original name was Towerfall. The regular release for everything else was Towerfall Ascension. Which
I don't even know what that is.
You never heard of Towerfall Ascension? It is the Matt Makes Games did Celeste. This was the game they did before Celeste.
Never heard of this.
The fucking Ouya.
The Ouya.
Towerfall Ascension.
The Ouya.
Towerfall Ascension is awesome. It is an awesome 4-player multiplayer game. There's a single player aspect to it. If you go and look at it, you might know the game just by looking at it because it has the Celeste pixel art as well.
All right. Well, there you go. There's your game.
I was going to make this much harder. You said I couldn't, and I'll make it hard.
The fucking Ouya.
More harder, honestly. Like that was a bit too easy. Honestly,
that's too easy.
Not being real, Daniel. I mean, we knew that like 20 questions ago. We just didn't ask.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
The Ouya, yeah, it was an Ouya exclusive. This is actually if you kind of put your head back to 2013, this was the Ouya game. This was the game that people got the Ouya for. Yeah,
that's what Stadia
needs. They fucking took it back, didn't they?
And then they put it everywhere else. yeah.
And they're like, nah, never mind. It's not. No. It's the only game on Ouya. Anyways, that was the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 104. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe on audio platforms, hit that like button. 2-year anniversary as well. Hope you enjoyed the show. Congratulate us.
Yeah, do that.
Anyways, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.